Damn, this is the best day ever. Thanks.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, good morning and welcome to, what is it, Tuesday? Tuesday, huh?
Tuesday, huh? Just Tuesday?
Just Tuesday. I had a rough start to the morning. I believe that I was a victim of an April Fool's prank for my own children, and I'm angry, but I'm also so proud at the very same time.
I call shenanigans. I don't think that's true.
It was 100% true.
No.
Because my wife even was chuckling as she woke me up I didn't wake up today via alarm. I had like 9 alarms.
Your wife's not fun. There's no way that's
She never
true.
chuckles. She's not a chuckler.
That's why I'm convinced now, because I am the victim of a prank, that it's the one thing that makes her laugh. The hardest she ever laughed in her entire life. Well, it's 2 times. One,
when she married you?
I fell getting into a hot tub, and I really hurt my balls on the side of the hot tub, and I was in a lot of pain, and I slipped and fell. And
That's
she laughed.
So funny.
She laughed for a good 45 minutes. And if I ever bring it up now, she will just start laughing hard. And one other time when a bee was about to land on my face, and I turned to avoid the bee, and I turned my head right into a tree. Smashed my head on a tree. Also, she laughed very hard.
I wish that I had footage of both of those moments.
Today, she wakes me up around 5:30. She goes, "Aren't you supposed to be at work?" And I said, "Yes." She goes, "Well, you're not." And I took a second. I looked at my phone. It's just sitting there. All my alarms had been manually turned off. All of them. Now, yesterday, at some point during the day, my kids had my phone, and they did say, "Hey, Dad, tomorrow's your favorite day. It's April Fool's." And I said, "That's right." And they go, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "Nothing this year. We've outgrown it." And they said, "Oh, okay." And then they played around with my phone for a little bit, and then my alarms were off. So
Wouldn't you think to yourself, when my children have been playing with my phone, shouldn't I double check before I go to bed that all my alarms are set?
No, because in my mind, all they want to do is try to find YouTube. That's all they're trying to do on there is find YouTube, maybe look through pictures. They're not, I never would have thought they had it in them to be so conniving, and in some ways...
You think they know how to find your alarm and turn it off?
I think they know how to find the alarms because in the past when they've had punishments and I'm like, "You need to go to your room for 5 minutes," I'll set the alarm and show them that they have 5 minutes in their room. So
I don't know. I think you're doing weird stuff on your phone.
What do you mean weird stuff? I'm not doing weird
I don't know.
anything.
You were using your phone horizontally the other day because you're like, this drains the power less fast. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
My battery, as you know,
you're like, now my alarms are just turning off.
I'm a 1%er, but my phone is on its last legs. But I keep waiting for this next iPhone because supposedly the next one folds in half or something.
How's that going to help you?
I don't know. It's not going to help me, but this one I have now is literally barely keeping it together.
And then you send emails from your phone that never go out. I don't know what happened. My emails never go out on my phone. There's something weird with my phone. There's always something weird with your phone. That's why I don't know if it's really believable that your children are responsible.
An honor that I've made it here today for all of us, right?
Oh, great. Yeah.
Let's all bask in the glory of that.
Well, Jake's not here either.
I'm here.
Oh, good. There you are.
Where were you, Jake?
Same thing.
My kids turned off your phone alarm too. Man,
yesterday he sent out an email that the shot that he took yesterday, La Grosso, had no effect on him, but obviously it did have something.
Oh
to do
yeah,
with him.
maybe you're fatigued because your first shot is coursing through your body, Jake.
You know what? Sure.
Did you?
Are you not less hungry or anything?
So far, I haven't felt any difference, and I went to bed early, so I don't know.
Did you not?
Come on, La Grosso, step it up.
Did you not get your nap yesterday because you were getting the injection?
No, I took the injection after my nap, so I got my nap and everything.
Go figure. It's one of those weird days. Well,
it is a weird day.
Let this be a reminder. If you're not up right now, you probably should be. It'll be worth your while today because the only thing that really matters is Coachella tickets, and we have them for you at some point this morning. And that's not all, Allie. We got a jam-packed show full of all sorts of stuff you probably want and probably a lot of things you don't care about. But
should we get into the things people don't care about?
Yeah, let's start with that. In a moment, we will give you $100 of Allie's money for some Allie Knows the News. And then the return of Mashtags as more and more movie theaters are going to turn to the weed. Going to give you a chance to mash together the greatest films ever made, and all things marijuana could score you tickets. We got so much to give you today. And, of course, your company is all that we ask for. So it's not much in return. It all starts now. If you need us, phones open, 800-520-1067. Good morning. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. You can listen right now, as you probably are, on 106.7. Perhaps you're streaming us, listen to the podcast, or you can look at us if you hate yourself, I guess. We're on YouTube right now.
If you hate yourself.
It's always great out of the gate. I don't usually look at the text line as often as you do, but to see right out of the gate, 310, wow, Klein looks super tired today. That's one of those things happens to you once in a while. I don't know what's going on. Well, anyway, if you get through today, it's also April, so welcome to the brand new month. Pay your rent.
Can you believe it's April?
Oh, man.
It's April already.
On the show today, lots of opportunities for you to get involved and win stuff from us. As we mentioned, let's not bury the lead. Coachella tickets will be happening. We'll get you to Universal Fan Fest. And it's an opportunity for Vanessa to hear some tough love on the show. She gives out a lot of tough love, but today will be Annoymous, Vanessa's turn.
I know, and I kind of feel bad because I do believe Vanessa is the most lovable person on the show, and I think overall she is universally loved, but that doesn't mean just because you're a loved person that you don't do things that are occasionally annoying.
So you will have to sit in the hot seat and listen to all of the things about you that annoy us all, although we've doctored our voices so you won't know which one of us said the things about you, but you'll have to sit there and take them in the same way that you've delivered them before. You know what it's like to leave an anonymous for Allie or for me or for Omar. You've done it before. You have no problem giving them out, Vanessa.
Bring it! I'm ready! That sounds much more confident than yesterday when we were like, I think we're going to do Annoymous Vanessa, and she was like, it's okay, I can handle it. I'm strong.
I'm coming in with positive attitude. Tell me how I'm doing bad.
The first one, I already know how this is going to go. We're not doing this for like a couple hours. The first one we play for her, it's going to break her.
But she'll be like, it's okay. It's fun. This is fun.
Yeah, you'll watch her on the inside.
This is fun.
So you'll watch her crumble on the inside. So
my soul is dead.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah. That's so great. It's I don't want to break you.
It's already happening.
It's already breaking.
We haven't even started.
I don't want to break you, Vanessa, but anyone. So if you've got things about Vanessa that annoy you as a listener, you're more than welcome to join us, and we will make sure to get them on to her for some anonymous. It's tough love.
And you can be pretty ruthless, so just be a little gentle, all right? I know that you can be pretty brutal on Klein and I. Just take it down a skosh for Vanessa.
If you would like to get in on this $100, easy money, no pranks, no fooling. It's Allie's cash. It could be your cash. The number is 800-520-1067. Something very special planned today for the live video stream portion of the show. So if you're not already following along on Instagram, I recommend you go there so you can see what we've got cooking here in the studios. We'll come right back with your $100, 5 questions about the news, and more after this quick break.
From the people who brought you Now That's What I Call Hits, comes a new collection of timeless classics. Performed by tone-deaf idiots.
My Ozempic is the best. And I toasted you. Only through what I never... What?
Clear test cup. I fill you up.
Now that's what I call
Happy birthday, dear Alvin.
The absolute is versions of all your favorite songs.
Yes, I'm from New York. I got 100 brothers. Yes, I'm from New York.
From modern hits like Pink Pony Club.
God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama.
To classics like Queen.
I see a little stiletto of a man, Sharakushmushi, Sakaramushi. Will you do that fandango? Thunderbolt and lightly, very, very frightened me. Galileo, 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 Galileo.
Now that's what I call Volume 1 is jam-packed with unlistenable versions of some of your most listened to songs.
Cut up Maria, show me some of that Spanish dancing. Pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones.
Critics are calling this collection horrific and a musical abortion.
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.
Get your very own copy of Now That's What I Call by calling 1-800-520-1067. Act now and get a bonus version of this song from the Cranberries, we think. Operators are standing by.
This is how you remind me of what I really am. Boom.
Now that's what I call
KROQ.
Coachella might be one of the most iconic music festivals in the world.
The countdown to Coachella will be coming to a close very soon.
Headliners are Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone.
Welcome to Countdown to Coachella.
This is going to be epic.
It's K-Rock's Countdown to Coachella. Welcome to a new kind of attention. Listen at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to find out how you can win 3-day passes to Coachella. April 11th to 13th and 18th through 20th, Empire Polo Club in Neo. Featuring...
Hey, this is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day, Post Malone, Lady Gaga, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, and Jimmy E. World. The Prodigy, The Original Misfits, Basement Jacks, Joe, Lola Young, The Beaches, and tons more. K-Rock's Countdown to Coachella. Keep listening to win. Courtesy of Golden Voice.
The world famous K-Rock.
Explore.
over billions and billions of views on YouTube. You can find us there as well. It's the only thing people do on YouTube these days is watch Evanescence videos and check out our shows. We are streaming there live. Visually pleasing show for you today. I can only imagine if you're not already checking us out, maybe you do. Things that we couldn't normally and shouldn't normally and probably wouldn't normally do, we are doing today up on the YouTube stream. Also, we should mention that your Coachella tickets will be in your future this morning just by spending some time with us. A few people also on the text line, Allie, pointing out that they had alarm-related issues too, and maybe this is a bigger thing. Maybe this is a giant iPhone prank to the rest of us. Let's just turn off everyone's alarms.
Dude, that I would respect.
That's a
if
fun
Apple
prank.
was like,
awesome.
let's turn off everyone's alarm.
That's a great... I'm watching someone right now is racing to get to LAX.
They would go down in history as the greatest prankers of all time.
Greatest prank ever. If for one day they just decided, let's just go ahead and manually turn off everyone's alarm, which happened to me. I blame my kids. I still am proud of them if that's what happened. But Jake's alarm didn't go. This person on the text line, two different people on the text line. One of them's racing to LAX right now to try to make a flight. Not going to make it.
I don't think it's funny.
4 people, guys.
That's beginning.
That
That's
means
how
it's
it all
everyone.
starts. Everything big started with 4. If your alarm didn't go off this morning, I'm thinking maybe this was a bigger prank.
We're looking at you, Tim Cook.
By Tim Cook. That guy looks like a prankster. He sure does. Let's get into it now. $100 of Allie's money's up for grabs. A lot of people want it. We got 5 questions about things going on in the world. Let's see if you've been paying attention as we say hello to Jason. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning. Got a shout out to the Net Bangers.
Net Bangers checking us out right now on YouTube. Heard there was already some drama in the Net Banger chat.
Yeah, there was already a troll this morning. They had to ban him from the chat.
That's exciting. I love when there's drama happening.
It was Tim. It was Tim Cook.
Tim Cook again? You son of a bitch.
He's very busy.
Let's get into it. 5 questions. Allie will sequester herself outside the KROQ studios.
Okay.
Everyone's rooting for you on YouTube. A lot of people rooting for you on the radio as well. Some people just don't care. Let's get into it. 5 questions about the news, and your round starts right now.
Allie knows the news.
Question number 1. A 15-year-old in Long Beach was attacked by this aggressive sea creature.
Let's go with the sea lion.
Sea lion. Let me go ahead and write that down as a possible answer. We go to question number 2. The wings were okay. The views were great. But now this fast casual restaurant that was probably your uncle's favorite has officially filed for bankruptcy.
That's going to be Hooters.
Question 3. This money-sharing app is officially down for good starting today, giving you a great excuse to not pay your friend back for those drinks they bought you over the weekend.
I'm going to have to guess Venmo on that one.
Venmo. Go to question 4. Jack Black had this wardrobe malfunction while recently on The Tonight Show.
Pants fell off. No idea.
Pants fell off, no idea. And finally, question 5. Good news, or is it bad news, for everyone's favorite uncle who is now cancer-free? He can officially say, cut it out to cancer. Who is it?
Oh, huge clue in there.
Yeah, I know. I cannot think of his name.
No guess. Time's up. No guess. Too bad. Let's bring Allie back in. We'll score it together. Those questions, I believe, were very fair. Sometimes fairer than they should have been. Allie's back in the KROQ studios now. Don't say anything else. We'll score it together. Every morning around this time, you'll have a chance to win $100 of Allie's money. Are you doing anything special today, Allie? Because it is a April Fool's Tuesday.
Am I doing anything special?
First day of April. Are you going to double it or triple it or quadruple it? I'm not going to tell you how this guy did just yet.
I think I'm not going to pay any of the bills that are due today. Joke's on you.
Joke's on you, debt collectors. Question 1. A 15-year-old in Long Beach has been attacked by this aggressive sea creature.
Oh, Omar's responsible. It's a sea lion.
That is the sound of the attack, and boy, it sounds very violent.
Fierce.
I feel like I'm hearing more aggressive sea lion stories ever since Omar did
We
his
started
impression.
playing it on the radio.
Yes.
Oh my God! Am I rallying them up?
You are.
Is
They're
this like the
hearing
mating
you.
call?
Yeah.
We just wanted someone to activate us.
Who knew that this was like the William Wallace speech in Braveheart, but for sea lions? Every time we play,
right.
He's right. Let's go. Eat those effing kids. Question number 2. He got that as well. It's tied up 1-1. We go to question 2. Wings were okay. Views were great. But this fast casual restaurant that was probably also your uncle's favorite is now officially filed for bankruptcy.
Hooters.
Hooters is the one. That's right. That's also what Homer says at Hooters. That's correct. He says jug, jug, jug is what he says there. Jugs, jugs. He got that as well. It's 2-2. We go to question 3. This money-sharing app is officially shutting down for good as of today. Now, I checked. I thought this may have been April Fool's, but I looked into it, and it appears to be very much
Is it the
on the
Cash
real.
App?
Cash App is an interesting guess. He said Venmo. According to research and additional research, Zelle is
what?
What? No way.
Look at the sources, but this
It's got to be a prank.
I'm
dude.
look at the
Zelle
sources.
finally responsible for over $1 trillion in transactions this past year, but look into it. Apparently, Zelle.
Wouldn't they have sent out an email or something?
That's the story as of April 1st.
You got pranked, man.
I looked into 3 different sources.
Really?
3 different sources say.
All right.
I'm going to guess by the end of the show that will be proven as a prank.
Question 4. Jack Black had this wardrobe malfunction when he was recently on The Tonight Show.
Nip slip.
Okay. You know who said his pants fell off? Jason said his pants fell off. And guess what's the funniest thing you can do on TV? Have your pants fall off. Jason is right.
Wow.
The Zelle app is being discontinued, but you still access it through your bank app.
Oh, so the app is just not available anymore.
Oh, got it.
So that is a legitimate answer. No one got that one right, though. But I'll tell you what, Jason did get the pants falling off correct, which means he's up 1 now with 1 final question.
Oh, my God.
This
I
is
already lost
exciting.
yesterday.
Here we go. Let's go. Little drum roll, please. That's a great drum roll. Question 5. Good news, or perhaps bad news, for everyone's favorite uncle, who as of now is officially cancer-free. He can say, cut it out to cancer.
That's Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier, Uncle Joey from Full House is the answer. Jason did not get that one, which means
Oh, thank God.
a last-second come-from-behind tie, and that means ties go to the house, and Allie holds on to your money, at least for now. And Jason, what must you shamefully admit, even though you played the game beautifully?
This is Jason from Murrieta, and Allie knows the news.
At least
Well
for now,
played, sir.
she does. Well played, Jason. Well, there you have it. That's how the game goes. Tomorrow morning, right around this time, another shot at the exact same $100 could be yours.
Might not be the same $100. Might be a new one.
Maybe a new one that's
Bring in a new one
worth
every
a
morning.
little less. K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. Drama all over the place. Hold on. Someone that we apparently accused of creating drama earlier this morning in the NetBangers chat is calling to defend themselves. Andrew?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, Klein.
What happened?
How's it going?
Good. What can we do for you?
I just want to first of all say, first and foremost, I love the show. I listen every day, Monday through Friday. Apparently, my name's been being tossed in the dirt, and I have no drama with nobody. So I want to clear my name.
How do you believe you were accused of being a troll? I think nowadays people do like to throw around that term pretty loosely, but why did it get put on you?
On the YouTube chat.
Right, but what were you saying?
Right, were you over memeing? Were you going after people?
I was the first person that called Johnny and called him out on 11/12.
What did you call Johnny out on? What did you call Johnny out on, out of curiosity?
Well, because love or hate Johnny, he's kind of dumb.
Yes, that's a fact.
You can't be, if you get kicked out of the comments for calling Johnny dumb, then we need different standards.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I stand by that comment. I think I called Johnny.
Is that really true?
That can't be.
That's not why you got thrown out, though.
Hey, remember, Johnny, you're the one that started a NetBanger talk. Remember? Because you want to do Call of Duty, and we were like, we started Discord. Remember that?
Oh, this was on Discord, not the YouTube.
I think he's now recently just been tossed out of the regular main NetBangers chat. I'm not talking about Discord. I'm talking about the main chat.
Well, so the main chat. So you want to talk about YouTube? Yeah. So I just want to apologize.
But no, hold on.
Thank you, Omar.
If all you did was call Johnny dumb, I think we all stand by you. In fact,
I did a lot more than that. There's drama that obviously we can't talk about.
Why can't we talk about it?
I mean, we can talk about it, Allie.
What did you go after? It was without using words we can't say on the radio, or else we get fined or get in trouble. Like, was it? Were you threatening people with violence? I mean, I know there's certain rules that are I mean, I don't care about them, but these are whatever standards of YouTube, I guess. But were you threatening physical harm on people, or just calling Johnny dumb and criticizing how we look physically, which is okay?
I never threatened physical harm on nobody, but I may have said some words that could be used against me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give us an overview of those words?
Are they racially insensitive words, or what type of words are we talking?
No. Okay, I'll give you an overview, Allie. I'm impassionate.
Does that mean you have a condition? What is that word?
Impassionate. What?
I'm trying to be radio friendly.
Can you use the first letters of the word you said without using the whole word?
It starts with an S.
Huh.
S-H?
He said stupid.
S-U. Or stupid, yeah, exactly. I'm stupid.
S-U. Sucks?
Were you calling Johnny dumb, but you don't know how to spell stupid?
That's great. The two of these guys should be in the new dumb.
Hold on. I'm talking about to the NetBangers right now.
Hold on. We got people that want to give us some more clarification.
Yeah,
about
the NetBanger chat is going off right now. This is all
Jeremy,
YouTube
I didn't realize what a drama is happening here. If there's not enough drama on the show, as we attack each other, now we got this whole other thing happening on
We don't need to eat
YouTube.
our own.
Hey, Jeremy, go ahead. You're on K-Rock. What's up?
Hey, good morning. Shout out NetBangers. It's actually, I go by Little J Music. I just wanted to clarify what's going on. He jumped on super early in the chat and just started coming at Bexy for no reason. And if, some of the things that are going on in Bexy's life, she doesn't need to be told a lot of the things that he was saying. I kind of don't want to repeat it because it was on air, but I mean, I don't know if I should, but I just want to say he's not even telling the truth.
So let me get this straight. All of you guys that are super fans and locked into this NetBanger chat on YouTube, watching the live stream as it unfolds every day, you know a little bit about each other because you've developed personal relationships. So now you have ammo that you can use against each other if things turn negative. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. I mean, even we're over on the Discord, too. So we definitely build relationships with each other. So we're a real close community, and you guys are the ones that bring us together. So you got this guy coming on here and just literally typing nonsense, and it was super insensitive.
Right. Okay.
The SU word that he was talking about was suicide.
Oh, yikes.
That's a big one.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's not cool.
So I just want to say he's coming on, and I think he's a little drunk. He doesn't sound too.
Hold on. Let me go back to him. Hold on, Jeremy. Thank you for clear. Andrew, I think what they're saying is you're bringing down the vibe of the chat,
and that you're drunk.
And so you're a fan of if you're a fan of the show, that's cool. This is a community for fans of the show to get together, hang out, have some additional fun. But if try not to bring down the vibe.
Klein.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bring down the vibe. I love the show. I just want,
suicide can bring down a vibe really quick, Andrew. I don't know if you know that. It's not really party vibes, that talk.
I hear you, Allie.
Jeez, way to bring down the vibe, Allie. Jesus, Allie.
See, Allie did I not prove my own point?
Allie just brought down the vibe real quick.
I just called in to defend myself.
All right, well, listen. I don't want to start a fight here.
You're not doing a very good job.
Yeah, it sounds like there's something going on. I don't know what's happening there. I don't even know if we have a lifeguard in this operation. Johnny kind of monitors it, but apparently even Johnny got out of the Discord because he didn't like all the people saying mean things about him.
Well,
so I have no Omar. Omar, are you in this thing at all? Like what is going on?
I love it. I'm there every day. I'm there twice a day.
Omar's not even in our group chat.
Yeah, Omar has taken.
I don't even know what Discord is, dude. Are you kidding me?
Well, we got to have someone monitor. We're going to have to appoint a mayor or something to keep some order. It's gotten completely chaotic. I don't like people getting all bummed out. I love that they have this side conversation about the show. I think that's great. I wish more people would become passionate listeners. I guess most of you are just sitting around barely listening to us while you get on with your morning, but that means a lot to us. I'm just bummed out now that.
But here's the thing,
Andrew's
Klein.
Getting in, and people all upset.
We need a good troll, right? And why don't we just use this lovely listener, Andrew, who obviously likes to troll, and you can just go troll other people.
A lot of people say, I don't know what this chat's about, but hearing this guy talk on the radio is bumming me out. So
yeah, let's not kill our vibe then.
Let's listen, deal with the problem. Jeremy, thank you for updating us. Now there's someone else from the Discord. I don't know what's happening. It's a whole different world. If you want to follow along on YouTube and see what we're talking about, that's happening.
It sounds fun.
As we speak.
I thought the net bangers were all just banging.
That was that. Jeremy, I thought we heard last week that all of the net bangers are meeting up at these secret locations and all having sex with each other. Is that part not true?
I mean, the meetups are true. What happens there? I mean, that's kind of, it's on everyone else.
Well, someone called us and I think Bexy called us and said that there's a bunch of net bangers that are all banging each other. Listeners of the show.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm picking
Did you
up
just
an Uber
get
order
there?
right now.
Oh, okay. I think he's having sex right now.
Well, the vibes are back.
All right, we got to take a quick break. When we get back, the show will roll in the direction we have intended today. It will result in you getting some Coachella tickets and so much more. Go nowhere. The show gets good with, I believe, less drama and more fun next.
Need a visual? Klein Alley Show is now streaming on YouTube. Watch the dumpster fire live each and every morning on KROQ's YouTube page. Viewer discretion advised. KROQ.
Winner's bringing back a fan favorite. My lips are watering for the return of the 12-inch hot dog. It's a perfectly plump 12-inch classic Winner Schnitzel wrap in maple bacon. And can I just say, wow, it's juicy, it's yummy, and for a limited time, it's only $5.99 or $8.99 with fries and a drink. Don't sleep on this Winner Schnitzel's feast for your mouth because it's only here for a limited time, and this hot dog is gone. You'll be saying, I love the hot dog. Search for Winner Schnitzel location near you by going to winnerschnitzel.com/Winner Schnitzel location. Or download the Winner Schnitzel app using promo code Vanessa Loves Winner Schnitzel.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Riley Show.
Happy April Fool's Day.
Same to you. We got a show today full of no fooling you. Tickets to Coachella. Make that happen for you coming up later this morning. 4 tickets, Universal Fan Fest. Those will be in your future as well. And time for Vanessa to sit in here on the hot seat and hear Annoymous. Things about her anonymously delivered that annoy us about her. And it's impossible to be annoyed by Vanessa because she's just so lovable. But every once in a while, she does
she's
things
a child
that are super annoying. Like it's her pudding pops fingerprints all over the place because she's a child, as Omar says. We'll get into that coming up later on the show. You picked the right day to listen, an even better day to watch, as we've got something special cooking right now up on the YouTube live stream that the lawyers would never approve. And now your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So, we're a few games into the baseball season. How is it going for so far? There's a lot of talk about the new torpedo bats that the Yankees are using. And apparently what the team did is they did a big study on the batting habits of their players, figured out exactly where the spot on the bat is that the players make contact with the most. And they changed the shape and the weight accordingly. So when they make contact, they have the maximum power and the most weight and the most meat in that area. And it's already resulted in 15 home runs. Everyone now is trying to order these bats, the Marlins, the Braves, though there are some predictions that these bats will be banned pretty soon. Because when you look at it, you're like, I didn't know you could just do that. You can just change the shape and the weight and distribution without checking with anybody.
It happens in sports from time to time. There was a trend a few years back in golf where everyone was getting these really stupid long putters, and then they were basically attaching the putters to their own bodies to make it easier to like putt up. And everyone started using them for a while, and then they just go, hold on, putting's getting too easy, so they just banned them.
They attach them to their bodies like from the waist? It was like a little belt?
Yeah, they would like rest they would basically rest the putters were so tall they would go all the way up to like the middle of their chest, and they would just put it right there in their cleavage.
Oh, I do remember seeing that.
Use your chest to guide it.
Everyone started doing that for a while, and then everyone's like, wait a minute, all these putts are going in. Right, it's cheating, so let's go ahead and make these illegal now. So that's the idea. It's like, you know what the rules are of baseball. They didn't technically violate any rules just by coming up with a better bat formulation.
I totally agree, and also it makes the sport more exciting. I want more home runs. They're exciting to see.
I think it's cool if every team now has to go out and try to find like some nerd to sit in the back office and figure out ways to make the shoes faster, or the bats hit harder, and then it comes down to so much more than just the athletes, right? It's like who got the best scientists and behind the scenes to go ahead and figure it out. As long as you're not breaking the rules of the game.
Well, yeah, and they obviously spent a lot of money on this study, and then this guy came up with a specific bat based on that team's batting habits.
It's not like they're playing with this. Bats are still made of wood. They're not playing with like metal bats like you get
now
to see.
Now that's an idea.
Right. Those balls would fly.
That'd be so cool.
Love to see that.
Well, in other baseball news, the Dodgers' new rookie pitcher made his debut recently, and he cried when he was taken out of in the second inning. And yeah, I guess you can cue everyone's no crying in baseball joke. Roki Sasaki, he had an incredible record when he was in Japan, but his first game in the U.S. was horrible. And when he was pulled out, he appeared to be crying in the dugout. And to be fair, he looks 4, so it's not really weird to see him crying. But if a lot of people are saying if he can't take the pressure of these games, I mean, these are like easy preliminary games, then can he handle the pressure of the playoffs if that eventually happens?
I mean, sure, they're easy games for most people early in the season games, but if you're getting your biggest break of your entire life where you get brought from, into the majors, I mean, I don't even think that guy spent any time in the farm system. I think he just got right to the majors. I mean, that's such a move right there.
But wouldn't you think by that point you are just on autopilot killing it, and you're just it's just another day of work, right?
Think about it for a second. Picture you.
Oh, no. Let's not picture me. I would completely crumble.
Okay, just making sure you understand that.
Oh, yes. I'm not saying that I would be able to do that whatsoever. But I'm saying somebody who has that kind of record, who is being drafted by, by a major team that just won a World Series, you've probably got enough training that you just kind of fall in place. And there might be some jitters.
Sometimes it takes a few years for greatness to figure itself out. We're still in that phase right now. Wait, eventually.
I think we missed the phase.
We missed greatness? Oh, damn. We're back to crying in the dugout.
We missed greatness.
Damn.
Jackie and Shadow, speaking of greatness, the bald eagles of Big Bear Valley are very famous, and the eaglets will get their names tomorrow. Name submissions are pouring in, and the rumor is, this is another rumor, Jackie and Shadow have an OnlyFans now. But There are also a lot of people that are trying to cash in on their fame. There's a lot of unofficial merch going up. There's a lot of video going up that is not associated with the Friends of Big Bear Valley. And now they've had to make a statement saying, hey, it's all good that people are excited, but if you're going to make merch and you're going to profit off of it, give us a little credit. Not necessarily money, but people are posting these videos and making money on the views, and they're making money on the merch without giving credit or any percentage of the profits.
Isn't everybody trying to profit off of nature? I mean, technically, they're just doing what nature does.
People
and we're
are trying
all
to profit off of
it.
anything that people care about.
Sure.
I mean, look at Bluey, for example. It's a show that a lot of people love, and Bluey, they don't have a lot of their own merch, so everybody online is just making merch left and right. Think of Taylor Swift enamel pins, anything that's out there, right? People are just going to make merch and make money off of it.
There was these two radio DJs that like dressed up as the Eagles one day, and they thought it was going to, bring them some like notoriety, but it was just a tremendous fail.
So lame.
Not funny at all.
Who does that stuff?
That is pretty stupid.
They
right
probably
there.
even spent money on those stupid
They
costumes.
probably did, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and marinate in that for a second. Get into a brand new hour of the show next, Kara.
KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning and welcome to it. It's a brand new month. April has officially begun. Make it worth your while today as we get you some Coachella tickets. You got to be listening at 9 a.m. sharp. and we'll tell you what exactly you have to do. It's not just listen at 9 and call. Oh, no. Prize this good? You got to do something. We'll make it worth your while, though. That's coming up later this morning. Also, 4 tickets, Universal Fan Fest. Those will be yours later this morning as well. Lots of surprises throughout the show today. Never know what's going to happen on April 1st. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it a prank? This is that day last year that I fell for it, and I was all excited because I ordered a bunch of what I thought were peanut butter and jelly-filled soup dumplings.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so excited only to realize when I got the email from the company a few days later that was not a real product and that I was one of the only idiots that attempted to actually order them because everyone else knew that those were a prank. And I think those would be a great I still can't believe it's been a year. No one made peanut butter and jelly-filled dumplings.
This is one of your favorite days because it's a day where people pitch ideas that you would pitch.
Yeah.
And you wish that they were all real. But it just proves that they're all things that they don't think would actually do well. It's just a funny gimmick. It's a funny gimmick.
It's a funny gimmick, but it's a funny gimmick that there is enough of an audience. I'm telling you, I know right now, I'll say it again this year, if someone did make peanut butter and jelly-filled dumplings, they would do very well. That's not that much different than an Uncrustable, Allie, to be honest. Just a slight variation of what you're using for the outer layer.
As long as I didn't have to wait 20 minutes after I take it out of the freezer.
Oh, who's got that kind of... If you've made the decision in your life you're going Uncrustable, no one is waiting the appropriate amount of time to thaw.
Absolutely not.
You're either breaking a tooth and eating it frozen or you're throwing it in the microwave and getting that lava peanut butter jelly.
Yes, but I also don't even think I can wait for the amount of time I'm supposed to put it in the microwave, so the outside is scalding hot and the inside is still frozen.
Should invent a whole line of food just called Impatience, where it's just stuff that you can eat immediately regardless of what temperature it is.
Ugh.
For people that just don't have the ability to wait 2 minutes, ravenously hungry.
But then if you don't eat it, like I will make one for my kid and I'll thaw it out properly, and then if he won't eat it, 5 minutes goes by and that thing's hard again. It's like hard as a rock.
I know, you got that sweet spot right there in the middle. We got a good hour planned for you. We'll also get Vanessa on the hot seat for some Annoymous, the return of Mashtags this morning. In a moment, we unload GOAT together. Comments, critiques, criticisms, and complaints. We will cover all of that and so much more coming up this morning on KROQ. You can get involved in the show lots of ways. Want to win stuff from us? The numbers to join us live are the same every day. Call and text 800-520-1067. When we're not around or you think of things after hours, you can always use the GOAT line. That number is 844-956-GOAT. 844-956-GOAT. And we like to unload GOAT at least once a week to make room for more messages.
Sweet Divot. I'm a listener. And I just want to say I have major FOMO every time you guys do a live show hang, especially the polar plunge, because I'm known in my friends group the one that will go in freezing cold water at any moment. So, love you guys. I have FOMO every single time.
Stop getting FOMO and start coming to the show hangs. We're doing more and more of them. We got some more to come up that we'll get into soon enough. But don't think about it and go, I'm not going to do it. What a drive. Just do it. Everyone who showed up there had a great time.
Also, so interesting that you're the one known for going into cold places.
Right.
That's such a weird thing to be known for as a friend.
If that's what you're known for, and there happens to be a polar plunge that your favorite radio show is taking part in, it seems stupid you didn't go.
Maybe one of these days I'll make the drive down to L.A. to hang out with y'all.
Well, you should.
Sweet Divot.
The more the merrier. We'd love to have you there.
Yeah, but every time you're in the car, every hour that goes by, you're like, is this worth it? I'm driving all the way here to see this dumb morning show that I listen to every morning. Is this worth it?
I'm glad she brought up the Big Bear polar plunge because an expert that was there did call in to say that there's been some damage.
Kevin Klein, I am a hydrogeologist for the United States Geological Survey. This is an emergency. We have a hole in Big Bear Lake. We believe it was from when you smashed your giant schnoz into the bottom of the lake, and now the lake is draining.
Right. That's because of my giant nose?
The only way to save the lake and all of Big Bear is for you to shove the only thing big enough to close this hole into the hole. Your schnoz.
So I got to go back there and put my nose in to I don't know what happened.
He sneezed and drained the lake.
That's not what I think. I tried to dive in or something. I did.
I looked through the original video, and you not only have one cut on your face, you have several cuts on your face.
Yeah, I ripped myself up on the bottom
I don't know
of that lake.
what happened.
That lake had its way with me, man, and I don't know. The cold water was the least of my worries because it looks like I got into a fight, and I have not felt right since I got out of that lake.
You were fighting an animal, but really nothing happened.
I may have gotten attacked by one of those aggressive sea lions. I didn't even know it.
In a lake.
Yeah, I don't know what went down there, but man, I will tell you, that was... Oof.
Yeah, it is a noticeable injury.
Yeah, very noticeable. And for some reason, I feel off. I feel very off about the whole thing. Yes. Next message, please.
Hey, guys. Sweet Divots.
Sweet Dips.
Klein, I know a nipple ring is going to hurt, man, but just take it out. Just get the piercing. You technically got your nipple pierced, and then just take it out. There was an episode of a show where the guy had to get, 4 or 5 piercings for his punishment, and then he just took them out afterwards. I don't know, man. As much as I'm on your side, you're overthinking it.
So she says, when I get my nipple pierced, which I think is happening on Friday, although the lawyers have already intervened with this one.
No, they haven't. They're fine.
They're not fine. We may have to do it off property, they're saying.
Oh, stop it. Are you serious, Vanessa? Is that right?
This is true.
We may have to go do the nipple piercing in the parking lot or 200 yards away from the building, which just seems crazy. I got to go stand in La Brea at the La Brea tar pits and get my nipple pierced because their lawyers are afraid that something's going to happen here and then I'm going to sue.
How are we able to tattoo listeners in this studio?
They didn't know about
Don't say that, Abby.
Yeah, don't say that out
They
loud.
were bleeding.
Yeah, no,
there's so much blood.
Stop saying that.
There's a lot of blood that's been shed in this studio.
The biggest problem is whenever we do something to, quote, push the envelope and have a little fun, then they say we can't do it. And then we say, well, I don't understand. The thing we did 2 weeks ago was way more dangerous.
And they're like, stop giving us examples.
And then they go, what was that thing? And we're like, nothing.
I just want to be one of the examples in the HR training.
Oh, well, I think we've been a lot of the examples in the HR training as of late. So
I think that's a flex, don't you?
Always good just to be mentioned. Final message.
Just take out the nipple ring.
Thank
It's fine. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Hey guys, Sweet Divots. I was just scrolling through my Instagram. I was stalking your profiles a little bit, and I just noticed that Omar doesn't follow Johnny on Instagram.
Oh, I'm not surprised about that.
What's up with that, Omar? What's wrong with Johnny? I can see you're following Allie and Klein and Vanessa and Jake. Dude, your colleagues at work, you should follow your colleagues. It's just for some reason you don't like Johnny, or can you explain a little bit on that, or what's wrong with Johnny?
That'll have to be a mystery for another time. Because
What's funny is that Omar just started following me 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, because he's interested in your weight loss journey.
He wants to see how thin you get, Jake.
Also, I think that Omar and Johnny, they both post content from bathrooms a lot.
They both love bathroom content.
So maybe they just don't want to see each other's feeds because they're too much like their own.
They're fighting for the same niche of the same corner
he's
of
like,
the
well,
internet.
I'm jumping in a bathroom. Or I'm posing against another toilet, you know.
We will take a super quick break. When we get back, the show will start to get into high gear on this, a brand new day of a brand new month. There's a lot of restaurants in Southern California that have recently been shut down for rat infestations. And there's a bunch of other restaurants that recently received the ultimate honor, a Michelin star. If you can tell the difference based on name of restaurant alone and description of restaurant between shut down for vermin or awarded for the greatest food of all time, you could win yourself a prize on KROQ. Call now. We'll come back with that and more next.
KROQ.
Coachella might be one of the most iconic music festivals in the world.
The countdown to Coachella will be coming to a close very soon.
Headliners are Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone.
Welcome to Countdown to Coachella.
This is going to be epic.
It's KROQ's Countdown to Coachella. Listen at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to find out how you can win 3-day passes to Coachella. April 11th to 13th and 18th through 20th, Empire Polo Club in Neo. Featuring
Hey, this is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day, Post Malone, Lady Gaga, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, and Jimmy Eat World. The Prodigy, The Original Misfits, Basement Jacks, Joe, Lola Young, The Beaches, and tons more. KROQ's Countdown to Coachella. Keep listening to win. Courtesy of Google Voice.
The world famous KROQ.
Play some Johnny Doesn't Know. Win some WonderCon tickets. Give us a call now. 800-520-1067. It's officially springtime. Does Johnny know anything about spring? You don't need to know the answers to these very easy questions. You just need to predict, will Johnny know? And we bring him into the KROQ studios. You can watch along, and I recommend you do. If you're not, check us out on YouTube as we're streaming. You can watch Johnny think, which is painful for the eyes and the ears at the very same time. This is Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know. I don't even know that. Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I wasn't even a sperm in my father's whatever.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Johnny Cochran. That's OJ's real name?
Johnny doesn't know.
You thought the J in OJ stands for Johnny?
Wasn't it like Orpheus Johnny or like...
Orpheus Johnny, you got it. Orlando, you're off to a good start.
Whatever that dude's name was, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Johnny's in the studio now. Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning, everybody.
Fresh off of a busy week where he was speaking to the kids at Pacoima Middle School, gave them some words of wisdom and some very important quotes that they'll remember
These
forever.
are some like 3 quotes that literally they'll tell you.
Beautifully said.
Sauce.
Up for grabs.
That was a question, too.
We got WonderCon tickets at the Anaheim Convention Center, but a lot of people just want to play the game because they love trying to get inside of Johnny's little brain. So it is officially, Johnny, you know what season began yesterday, right?
Yeah, spring.
Spring.
Yeah.
Why'd you bring the banana with you? Is that one of your lifelines?
I just totally forgot I had it on me when I walked into the studio.
Johnny's holding a banana because closed mouths don't eat, as he told us yesterday on the show.
Oh, that's true.
Let's say hi to Matt in Garden Grove for some Johnny Doesn't Know Spring. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
Here we go. First question for Johnny. Johnny, the process of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly is known as what? Will Johnny know this, yes or no, Matt?
I think Johnny's got this one.
I think I know what he's going to say, but I don't think he's going to say the right thing.
I think he's going to say a variation, but not the real thing.
All right, Johnny, this guy says you will know. Johnny will know. The process of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly is known as what?
Cocoon? Is that what?
The process.
The process? Like in the cocoon?
Uh-huh.
I know it goes in the cocoon and it stays there for like all winter. And then when it's ready to become the butterfly, it like blossoms out. But I know it's in the cocoon though.
Right.
Photosynthesis.
Oh my God, I knew it. I
Man.
knew he would say photosynthesis.
Did you really?
Yes.
You thought that's what he was going to go with?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say Megatron.
That's Star Wars, bro.
It's not Star Wars.
It's
sorry.
also wrong.
What is it?
It's amazing when he gets a wrong answer. He gets it like triple wrong for so many reasons. Johnny, the answer is the metamorphosis.
Really?
Yeah, and they don't stay in a cocoon for the entire winter.
Well, that's
it's like
fine.
a 2-week process.
Matt,
It's for the summer.
Matt, you gave Johnny...
It's not for any whole season.
You gave Johnny credit, and you shouldn't have done that. Sorry, Matt.
Damn.
Live and learn. Let's say hi to Christina.
No words.
Riverside. Good morning. Welcome to Johnny Doesn't Know Spring, as we are officially now in the season of spring. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Here we go. The baddie's always out for Johnny. Johnny, bees primarily do what to flowers in springtime? What do bees primarily do to flowers in springtime? Will Johnny know this, yes or no?
Johnny's going to know it.
Oh,
Come on, Johnny.
Wow.
Still have
Confidence
faith in the
Johnny. He's looking up towards the ceiling like he has no idea.
I'm thinking, because I have 2 words, but I literally don't know if it's like the 2. It could be either or.
What are the 2 words you're thinking as you smash the banana on your face? Which is a weird thing to do while you're thinking.
It's a stinking banana. Leave him alone.
He's got a thinking banana.
I have pollinate or pollute, but pollinate sounds more
She's
on board. Pollinate sounds like the right answer, though, because pollute is like what cars do. Pollution. Pollute.
Sound it out.
Pollinate is more like something like a bee would do, like the little yellow things on a sunflower.
I think we all know what bees are.
Yeah.
I think that's what they do. So let's go pollinate.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Christina, you said that Johnny would know, and
Good
Johnny
job,
got
Johnny.
it right. Johnny, congratulations. Pollinate. Didn't know
Let's
you got
go.
that one. Johnny gets one right, which means Christina gets one right because she had faith in him. We say hi to Marco listening to KROQ this morning. It's Johnny Doesn't Know Spring. Hello, Marco. Good morning.
Good morning, Sweet David.
What is the first day of spring called? Will Johnny know this, yes or no?
I'm going to go with no.
All right,
Great
Johnny.
question.
First day of spring is called what?
Something solstice, because it's summer solstice, autumnal solstice. Spring is
Did you say autonomous?
Let him go.
autumnal
He's cooking.
equinox. Spring equinox.
Wow.
Yes.
Johnny boy.
Yes.
Johnny.
Equinox.
I am shocked.
Like the gym, right? Spring
That's
equinox.
Yeah.
right. What Marco said you would get it or didn't?
He said no.
He said I
Oh, sorry,
wouldn't.
Marco. You should have had faith in Johnny.
Damn.
Only one person
Whoa.
has gotten theirs right. I'm shocked Johnny got that. All right,
I
we
think
go-
it's because it's a gym for baddies. He did get it.
that's why.
That's
knew
why
it.
I got equinox. I see Klein's face, and I was like,
Yeah.
equinox.
All right, we'll go one final contestant, and then we have to move on. Let's say hi to Ariana listening to us in Rosemead. Hey, good morning, Ariana. Welcome to KROQ this morning.
Sweet baby.
Sweet divots to you and yours. All right, here we go. Final question. Johnny doesn't know. Spring.
Let's go.
Johnny, what color is the official color of spring? Most associated with spring? And I didn't realize it makes sense when you hear the answer, but will Johnny know this, yes or no?
I'm going to say no, so I really hope he doesn't.
All right, Johnny. Only one person has gotten a point so far in this round. Johnny, think of all the colors out there. Which one is most associated with spring?
Is it weird that I kind of know this one, Allie?
Oh, yeah.
Is it like,
Oh. You're doing the limp wrist?
like, is it?
I mean,
Why are you making a
can go
gay?
for it.
Are you making a gay thing?
Because, like, I have an answer, I think.
What is the answer?
But I don't know why I know it. Is it purple? Gwen Stefani, purple?
Why do you keep doing that with your wrist?
It's like
It's very offensive each and every time.
Are you making a
But
gay
keep
comment
doing
at
it.
Allie?
because
Hey. What are you doing exactly?
I don't want to answer correctly, because if I do, then it's going to be like, oh, like
Answer the answer.
Like you're
Purple.
going to assume that it's purple because it's spring.
yes, purple, and the flowers are purple, not red, because that's Valentine's.
Right.
All right. She said Johnny would not know, and Johnny did not know. It's a green, Johnny.
Green?
Yeah,
That's
green.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, which happens. Listen, everything is green. Everything turns green. Green is the official color of spring.
But why can't it be purple, though? Because purple's more
Why
like...
can't it be? Because it's
Yeah,
not.
I like purple.
That's why. I like you, Jake. All right.
Jake's a little.
Two people
Yeah.
got theirs right. Who's going to go to WonderCon?
All right. Congrats to Christina. You're
Hey,
winning.
congratulations. You're a big winner in this round of Johnny Doesn't Know. Hang tight 1 second. We got to take a quick break. Listeners have started to pour into the building. They want to win eggs for a year. We got that to get to and much more. Plus, Festival Fever rolls on. We'll get you into Aftershock later this morning right here, KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Nothing will ruin a good meal faster than watching a rat scurry around in the kitchen. And sure, Ratatouille's adorable and a great chef, but in the real world, rats mean places get shut down, especially if they've been warned over and over again, and they can't get rid of their rat problem.
Yeah, but, we kind of mentioned this yesterday during 80 News, and somebody said that they were, I guess a food delivery driver for restaurants, and said every restaurant has rats.
If you accept the fact that every restaurant has rats, it becomes way grosser and also less gross at the same time, because you think to yourself, even the best restaurants still deal with rats. They just probably do a better job of hiding them when the health inspectors show up.
Exactly. And as someone who has had rats in their home, it doesn't mean that you are a gross person.
No, in your case, it does.
It doesn't.
It does.
And it can happen to anyone.
Let's get into it now. We've got restaurant descriptions, and these are all restaurants you would find here in Southern California. Some of them have earned Michelin stars, the ultimate honor you can earn if you're a restaurant. I don't think there's anything you can accept more pride in than going, my restaurant has been dubbed a Michelin-starred eating establishment, probably long waits to get reservations, probably not cheap. Every once in a while you hear about a place that's an affordable Michelin-starred restaurant. And then on the flip side, you've got the restaurants that just made the other list, the list of shutdowns because of rats.
In other words, is this Klein's restaurant list or mine?
That's right. That's the game. It's a place you'd find me or Allie.
Yep.
I will read you the description of the restaurant. They all use very flowery language, and based on description alone, you'll have to figure out, is it on the Michelin star list or is it on the list of places that were just shut down, some of them because they had been warned up to 10 times to take care of their vermin problem. So here we go. We say hi to Jose in Hawthorne, get things going. Jose, welcome to the game on KROQ. Good morning.
Good morning, Klein.
I'm going to read you a description. You just tell me if it sounds Michelin starred or rat infested. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready, brother.
Okay. A culinary heaven where tradition meets innovation to create an exquisite dining experience established with a passion for fresh, flavorful cuisine, taking pride in crafting mouth-watering dishes that combine the best of Hawaiian poke and Japanese sushi.
Yummy.
Is that a Michelin-starred restaurant or a place that was recently shut down for having rat infestations?
Michelin star, brother.
It does sound Michelin star in all of the fine words, the flowery language, the culinary heaven, all the things you believe, right? I do taste those flavors in my mouth.
Yeah, but it's tough to say if it's like a nice restaurant does a really good fusion and they do it well, and then bad restaurants, they seem to take on too much. Like, hey, we're going to do a deli and also Mexican and also sushi, and they can't do anything that well.
Unfortunately for you, and unfortunately for anyone who recently ate at the Poke Republic and Sushi Roll House, they have been deemed a problem by the California Health and Safety Code Section 114411 with disease transmission, and they are what they are calling repeat offenders. So that is not right.
Hard to tell on sushi. You're like, is that salmon eggs? Oh, that's rat droppings.
So we move on. I'm so sorry you did not get yours right. We say hi now to, let's say, this is from the 626, East LA checking in. Hi, who's this on KROQ? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. What is your name?
Savannah.
Savannah, beautiful. Here we go. We go into your round now.
Good name for a restaurant.
Michelin
Savannah.
starred or shut down recently for having rat infestations. Listen closely. Already I'm hungry. Even though I just learned that first place was shut down for rats.
I want to go there.
I still feel like I want to go there.
And even though it's shut down, I'm like, if it was open again, I would probably go. Because they would lower their prices.
Listen closely.
All right.
Appetizers like snap peas served over a bed of lightly smoked ricotta and dressed with pickled coriander are proof that this spot is more than just a regular restaurant. A perfectly moist stripped bass with crispy skin topped with salsa is a hit. And save room for the chocolate tart.
This is West Hollywood.
Which is so good we're not even sure it's chocolate.
Oh.
Well, it may not be in this case. Is that the description of a Michelin-starred restaurant you'd find here in Southern California, or something that was recently shut down for having rat infestations?
That's a hard one. I'm going to go with Michelin.
Fancy. You can find this place on Western Avenue. I don't know if that helps or hurts. It is called Bar Atoli, I believe. And it is a Michelin-starred restaurant. Nicely done.
With the language they used, I believe you said a stripped bass that's then later dressed. And, just some of the language, it's like they use non-food related language to describe food, and it confuses you into liking it.
But some of the places, as you know, that have terrible problems and a lot of health violations and a ton of rats go, let's just make the menu look fancier and they won't be so fooled by the scurrying going on in the kitchen. You'd like to believe, right? Let's say hi to Christine in Gardena on KROQ this morning. Only one person has gotten theirs correct so far in this game of rat-infested or Michelin-starred. Hard to tell by description alone. Good morning, Christine.
Good morning.
How would you like to hear about a delectable dessert place known for its moist and delicious cakes? But not just any cakes. These ones are dedicated to the health-conscious choices. Refrains from using additives, preservatives, or artificial flavorings. Instead, the emphasis is on
natural additives, like rats.
Pure ingredients, like animal cream and fresh fruit, resulting in cakes that are made on the same day for an unparalleled freshness.
Ugh.
Is that place Michelin-starred or covered in rat droppings?
I'm going to say rat droppings.
That is a place that apparently is called Sammy Cakes, LLC. And recently was
doesn't say that on the
closed down for vermin infestation.
Yay.
So sometimes when the places are so health conscious, they refuse to even put some of that rat poisoning around. And I think you need some rat poisoning around.
It's also funny because sometimes the title or the name of the restaurant is a dead giveaway. Like Susie Cakes is very popular.
Right, but Sammy Cakes, less so?
It's just like
the knockoff?
Sammy Cakes. Maybe they'll think it was Susie Cakes.
Yeah, we're just the knockoff with the rats.
I think
Craig.
it's hard to F up a dessert place. Wouldn't you agree?
Craig in Long Beach, yeah, but if I'm a rat, if you get sick and tired of eating old meatballs all day, you gotta go over and eat some cakes. We give you the final one. Craig, good morning from Long Beach. How goes it?
Good morning. Goes well.
All right, I'm going to give you the description, and all you have to do is tell us, is this place covered in rats or is it Michelin-starred? Are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Enjoy a mouth-watering experience.
Another mouth-watering. These are all mouth-watering experiences, aren't they?
That's the one thing they have in common. And I would argue that even if there's rat droppings there, your
mouth-watering.
And eyes will be watering as well. Variety of dishes from China and Vietnam, especially goat hot pot, a tradition from the Far East.
Whoa.
Our mission is to satisfy those who are picky about Eastern cuisine. We pride ourselves in bringing a casual, relaxed, fun, but delicious atmosphere to our restaurant for all. Is this the description of a place that has been shut down for rats or has a Michelin star?
I'm going to go Michelin.
All right. This place is called Tiasu Lucky Restaurant.
Oh, yikes.
And they, unfortunately, have been shut down for rats. Vermin infestation. Code number 114259 from the California Health and Safety Code.
I mean, if you're doing a goat hot pot, you better go to a nice place. Yeah. Then I would really care about the letter that I see in the window.
Unfortunately, most of these places have been shut down, and the rats are only continuing to become a bigger and bigger problem.
Do you think that the name dooms the restaurant, or the restaurant is doomed and it just so happens that the name is called Lucky Restaurant?
I think putting Lucky in the title is rough.
Yeah, I think you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, we thank you for playing. Everyone who got theirs right, hold on, you're going to get you some Klein Alley Show merch. I think we got that for you. The show continues after this on 106.7 KROQ. K-Rock. We are Klein Alley Show. 800-520-1067 to join us. You can call the show for anything we're talking about or other things you got going on. Quickly, Jules, you're on the phone. What's up?
Hi. I'm in CVS buying Delsum because I've got Phoebe Buffet voice. I have a question for you kids. Do you remember me? Shoot a Monkey, day after St. Patty's Day.
How could we forget? We remember you very clearly.
The world's worst / best Allie knows the news contestant ever. Yeah, you were all over the place.
I was.
Yeah.
I was hungover. Come on. It was the day after St. Patty's Day.
That's okay.
Come on.
So are you hungover now? What's happening now?
No. I have Phoebe Buffet. I've got a little cold. I was on set yesterday. So much fun. Can't tell you. I can. Suits. Anyway, working background feature background artist. Love it.
All
right, go ahead.
Okay.
If you could speak faster, that would help us all follow along.
Okay, my question for the day, kids, is do I or do I not on April 1st call my ex-husband's, the woman he had a 3-year affair with, and during which time she had 2 children. She's married. She's an interior designer. Ooh, I'm so close to saying the name of the shop, but I won't.
Go ahead and say it. Say it now.
That suits up.
No. Some interior designer in Redondo Beach.
Right.
And we'll call him Donkey, and we'll call her Susie Zoo. How about that? Anyway,
hold on. You've thrown a lot at us very quickly. I'm just confused. Are you attempting to do some sort of an April Fool's confronting about this affair that happened?
Well, I'm going to call and say, hi, I'm looking for a designer. I have a house in Long Beach because my mother and brother died. And first, my brother, who was an actor in Children of the Corn, Kevin Harvey.
Is this a made-up story or this is real?
I think this one's real because she sounds like she's getting emotional.
This is honest to God.
Okay, so your brother was in Children of the Corn. Go ahead.
Children of the Corn 8, Kevin Harvey. You can look it up, Google Kevin Harvey. So he died, and then my mom, who was bedridden, that I took care of for 2 years, bedridden, inherited his house. Mm-hmm. So I have to fix up that house so we can sell it and make some money. There's a whole backstory on that. Too much time. Anyway.
Oh, I think we have time for a backstory.
I think we have plenty of time. You go ahead, lady.
Any story from you, back, front, or current, we got time for.
You know what? I'm writing a screenplay, America's Finishing School, because my life has been shit.
You can't say that word. You cannot curse on the radio.
I think we should fund your movie. What do you think, Klein?
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh. How about that? It's been Pooh. So, point of story. Do I call her or do I not call her?
Yes, obviously. And you call her through our show.
Ooh.
What are you going to call and say? I'm sorry, you're going to call and say what? You're going to say, I know you're the woman that slept with my husband?
No. Oh, no, I talked to her when it was happening.
Oh.
No, I knew the first day they had a date. I dated him since high school.
So what is the big reveal? Is just hi again?
No, it's hi because I talked to her on the phone. She does. I need to know if those kids are his kids or her husband's kids. Has no idea.
Oh, that is interesting.
The kids have no clue. And my 2 kids may or may not have siblings.
Wow.
Well, now the plot thickens a little bit.
Yeah, this is like Maury, Klein.
Yeah. I can't imagine why this guy would have cheated on you.
Well, because it was my fault he cheated on me. He gave me a list of my faults. 1, I didn't have nails. 2.
You don't have nails?
Correct. That was one of the items on the list. Again, I dated him since high school. Mm-hmm. My senior year in high school in Arizona. And then we dated 5.5 years. I broke up with him because I realized I would always be third on the list with him. And then I moved to California, back where I'm in Huntington Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then he followed out, and I found out I was pregnant.
Okay.
Wow. Today's sponge had an 80% failure rate. Sorry, 20% failure rate.
Okay, listen, I have a lot of follow-up questions. We don't have time to get into nearly the things we need to get into now.
This is a day of weirdness, weird phone calls.
We may have to have you on our bonus pod where we can actually spend the proper time we need to get into all of this, because this seems like you got a lot going on. I'd love if this.
We want to help you make the phone call. We want to help you make the movie. We want to help you.
Domani. You know what that is in Italian? Tomorrow.
Okay. Wow.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. That's what we're all thinking right now. All right. Thank you for, in all seriousness, thank you for calling us today. It means a lot that you've included us in your rant.
Bye, kids.
You call us anytime.
Block that number. Guys.
No.
Block that number.
We don't block people like that. We embrace people like that.
I tell you, we really are. This show's like the Statue of Liberty. It's, whatever that stupid plaque is, bring us your weirdos or whatever.
I think that's what it is.
Whatever they say on the Statue of Liberty, Jake, I know you know that, but it's some inspirational quote about bring us your...
Come on, Jake, what does it say?
You're beaten, you're tired.
Yeah, you're lice ravaged or you're cheated on. We are a place for you all to come and hang out together.
Manic extras.
If you were ever in Suits, you can join us.
Bring us your crazy extras.
So that's wonderful. Well, I look forward very much to continuing that conversation in the future. We just can't possibly do it now.
8:05. We need her as a recurring guest at least once a day.
That's so much. That is so much time.
Half the show.
But I do remember her. She called us a few weeks back and played Allie Knows the News, and even that was a lot to get through.
Yeah, but I don't even think she had answers, didn't she?
Man. Got to take a break. Sorry, Allie. I know we're going to talk. Allie had to confront her wife about something, but we ran out of time. We're going to get to that coming up. We got lots going on. Go nowhere. The show continues and gets good starting after this quick break right here on KROQ. I really want to get a diaper for sleeping.
I'm a big kid. Look what I can do.
I have a pull-up.
I can wear big kid pants too.
Yeah. Pull-ups, disposable training pants from Huggies. They go on like underwear and protect like a diaper, even overnight.
I think it's only weird now because we're not doing it, but if everyone did it, I don't think it'd be weird.
Mommy, wow. I'm a big kid now.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's Klein. Watching so many... KROQ, we are Klein Alley's show, and in just a moment we are going to meet a couple that is apparently battling about something. I don't know exactly what it is. I need my gavel. If I can't smash my gavel, we can't officially start this petty claims court. It's very important we have all these props because now we're on YouTube as well.
Where the gavel at?
Johnny, you all right, dude? Jeez, Johnny almost took himself out running in here. Thank you, Johnny. Gavel's officially...
It's the little platform.
That's all right, Allie.
We already lost it?
I'll just smash it.
We used it once.
There's the platform. Now
Jesus.
we got props. This was sent to us by a listener. We take it very seriously. Now we can officially do this petty claims court battle. In a moment, you will become a jury. You have to listen carefully to both the defendant and the prosecution here because a man and a woman are fighting over something in their relationship. You will determine who's right, who's wrong. It's time for petty claims court.
In the legal system, cases are tried from Supreme Courts to small claims court. But what about stuff that's too small for small claims court? This is petty claims court.
All right. This is actually not a married couple. This is a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, but for some reason, Matt felt the need to bring his girlfriend to us in petty claims court. So let's let them both make their arguments, and then we will decide as a jury of the people who's right, who's wrong. And we start with Matt because he's the one who put in the claim. Hello, Matt.
How's it going?
Thank you for joining us on KROQ. It's going fine. So what is your girlfriend... you guys live together or no?
Yes. So we're pretty much... We've been together for a very long time. 8 years. Almost 8 years.
But not married, not engaged?
No, which is a whole other battle. But yes, not married, not engaged.
What side of that battle are you on, just out of curiosity?
He really wants it, you can tell.
Uh-huh.
So this is part of the issue. She wants all of these things, and she doesn't work. She used to. She doesn't work anymore. But I'm a truck driver. I run my routes. I'm running extra routes. I'm picking up extra work, overtime, all that. And then she's just been at home. She goes to Ulta, Sephora, Target, Amazon, everything. I come home every day, there's new Amazon. And I feel like, just to be honest, I'm not bringing in the money fast enough.
Right. Well, you can never keep up with Sephora. Good luck. It doesn't matter what you do. You could be a Rockefeller. You're not keeping up with Sephora.
So long I've been waiting. Girl, I've been anticipating for the day you'd come my way. Now you're here and I got to say, you're my adrenaline, you're my fire. Girl, you make me want to reach up higher. No star is too far. Spread your wings as we reach up for the sky. Give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, shoulder you can lean on. When times get bad, don't be sad, right here by your side. Yeah, yeah. True love's so hard to find.
When you get it, got to hold on tight.
I got you, and you got me. Let's get together and make some memories. Give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love. Give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love.
I'm not allowed to eat anything because I got to go get a procedure after the show. They got to do a endoscopy, colonoscopy, whole thing. So as a result, I've been starving. Little Allie is, oh, you're such a bitch. She brought in a plate of bacon. I can't eat. Oh my God, it smells so good.
I'd switch up my breakfast routine.
Oh, that smells so good. She just came in with a platter of bacon. Oh my God, that looks.
It's okay, Klein. I got you a water.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Vanessa just showed up with more food. You guys are such.
Oh yeah!
Oh my God, Del Taco!
You guys are all assholes. I know what you're doing.
Come in, Vanessa.
You're just trying to keep rubbing it in my face that I can't eat today. So I've never seen more food.
Oh my God!
It's like a whole box of tacos, a Fiesta pack. Thanks, guys. Great.
Hold on, let me see what's in here.
So nice to go into a group of friends the day before you've got.
Dude, Fiesta Fest.
I have not eaten. I'm so starving.
Oh man, they smell so good.
All right, thank you. Great.
Woo.
Thanks, guys.
Sorry.
Really
I'm
appreciate
distracted. I'm hungry.
Boy, a bunch of free tacos show up to the station. Everyone just rushes out of the studio. Allie's not even in here. It's unbelievable. I don't know if that's because she's a lesbian or she's hungry, but she... man, look at all that food. People say...
Tacos and bacon, baby.
Tacos and bacon. What a way to... It sounds like the perfect day if I could eat any of it. Thanks a lot, guys.
No kidding.
I do feel a little bad.
And I see pizza just arrived from Prince Street, which is, is one of my favorites.
Oh, my gosh.
God,
Klein.
that looks so good.
Look at this. If you're looking on the live stream, this is major food porn right now. And I'm not even a huge pizza fan, and this looks incredible.
This morning,
like 50 pounds.
This morning at 6:30, I have not eaten. I'm so hungry, ravenously hungry.
I think you're so weak that you wouldn't even be able to hold this.
I probably couldn't. They brought in a plate of bacon just to make the whole studio smell of bacon, which is a real dick move, by the way.
And it's a smell that lingers for a long period. Pizza smell lingers.
Then they replaced that smell by bringing in just bags and bags of tacos from Del Taco, and now they've
tacos, burritos, and chili cheese
fries. Look at those pepperonis, man.
They've got the scoopy.
The box even says happiness. It's so funny.
So this is actually a new pizza too, and you probably know about this, but they did a collab. This is Prince Street Pizza. They just collabed with Hot Girls Eating Pizza.
I know.
And they launched the Hot Girl Pie. Listen to this.
I know, it's only on Sunday.
Diavolo sauce, pepperoni, fresh mozzarella, jalapenos, hot honey, pecorino romano.
Yeah, great.
And
looks great.
It will be available at all locations starting Sunday. And they've also launched a new not ranch.
Yeah, they don't do ranch.
Because they don't do ranch. Okay. But then this not ranch, all the proceeds, if you buy one, is going to go to LA Fire Relief.
I'm happy that people have started to turn on you. Now, at first I thought this was funny. Now it's just cruel. Bringing in pizza to rub it in Klein's face.
That's still funny.
It's not funny anymore. It's not funny.
I don't think I've ever seen you so mad and Jake so happy. Like the polar opposite of feelings. He's just having the best day. Me too.
I'm dancing.
Ow.
I can't even sit down. I'm so excited.
Do you think if I chewed a piece up and spit it in the trash can, that would count? Like, would I get... What do you mean no? Why, Vanessa?
Klein, you don't want to go through this again. Be strong.
Oh, man, that looks
good.
It
is really good, though.
All right, we got to take a break.
It's got that hot,
all right,
with the spicy and the honey.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Allie.
Damn.
Thanks, Prince Street.
And these pieces are huge. Look at how big
I know. Thank you how big they are. This is the hungriest now I've been officially in my life.
Oh, my God.
That's awesome.
Sure, just after 9 o'clock, be listening and find out how to win them. If you've been waiting around, it's last minute time. Let's get you into Coachella later this morning. Right now, though, your news, then a brand new hour of the show can officially begin. It's going to be a tough hour for our very own Vanessa because she will be the victim of Annoymous, which means we all get to say things about her that annoy us, but we disguise our voices so she doesn't know which one of us said which things. And I'm just going through some of the ones that are here. Oh boy, it's going to be a tough hour for you, Vanessa. I'm warning you.
Thank you.
Here's a tease as to what we can look forward to. I'm not going to say who this is from, but just take a listen.
When I go to tell you something, and instead of listening to the story, you keep guessing at what the end is, and you're never right. Just let me finish the goddamn sentence.
I know who that is.
Well, that's...
I do too, and let me just say the stories aren't worth listening to.
I'm on Vanessa's side with this one.
She's trying to hurry you along.
Yeah,
I don't know who this is, but I disagree.
Oh, my God. Every time in the middle, I'm like, are we still doing this?
Anyway, it ends up, it's another
She's
band.
like, and then you went home alone? Okay, great.
We'll get into some Annoymous with Vanessa on the hot seat. That's coming up. And your Coachella tickets in the near future. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
We've had a retail apocalypse, and now it seems we have shifted to a restaurant apocalypse. TGI Fridays, Red Lobster, a lot of chain restaurants are dropping like flies, and the next official victim is Hooters. They have officially filed for bankruptcy, though they got vocal support from many NBA stars like Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Kevin Love. Basically, anyone named Devin or Kevin supports Hooters.
Hey, as a Kevin here, I support.
Yep.
And by the way, Allie, you were the final nail in the coffin because if you don't remember, last week, golfer John Daly, big drinker, big partier, big hitter, John Daly was on with us.
I asked him about
and
Hooters.
You mentioned Hooters, and you said something like, I think Hooters will be fine, and now
no,
here we
I
are.
didn't say that.
Well,
I
we
said
gotta pull the
because
clip.
he's been a vocal supporter of Hooters as well.
Right.
And I said, as a Hooters fan, what do you think is the future of Hooters? And he said, they'll be fine.
Well, whatever happened, a week later, here we go. The power of the mush. Hooters officially saying we are bankrupt.
Well, yeah, they're $300 million in debt, and they don't really have a great way of getting out of debt. So they are not, it's not like they're just going to start closing stores and liquidating assets. They are going to start selling off their individual stores to people. So they would kind of be more individually owned rather than owned by the entire company. But they said, our renowned Hooters restaurants are here to stay. And this announcement is just an important milestone in their effort to reinforce Hooters' financial foundation.
No, that
sounds a lot like our bankruptcy announcement.
It's all bankruptcies. That's what they're saying. So we don't want to be responsible for all of this crazy debt we owe. So let's go ahead and wipe that clean, and then we'll start fresh with a brand new business model.
It's like when they told us, they were like, guys, this is great.
It's great.
This is a good thing.
It's good for all parties involved.
We're like, I thought bankruptcy was bad, but my mom said bankruptcy was great too, and look at her, she's living her best life.
Hey, a lot of massive companies now, very successful massive companies wouldn't be around right now if they didn't do the bankruptcy when they did, and then they were able to, redistribute, reemerge, and I don't know how that all works, but good on them.
So speaking of the economy being in a weird place, I did report yesterday that it doesn't stop people from spending money. People are spending more money on travel this year, even though unemployment rates are going up and the economy seems like it's a bit shaky. And like I said, all these other stores are closing. Now car repo rates are way up. So people are buying cars or leasing cars that they can't necessarily afford, and then they get repossessed. And it seems that we are in our highest levels in over a decade. The number of repossessed vehicles have gone up 16% from 2023 and 43% from 2022. So it
that
seems...
just means great deals coming up at auto auctions real soon. Love those repo auto auctions.
Have you ever participated in one?
No, but there's one that used to happen under the 10 freeway, like down at the end of La Cienega, and those were more like government seat, like.
That was like drug card.
Yeah, I was all excited. I went to those a few times because I was thinking to myself I'd get some sweet government like seized Lamborghini that was still full of like cocaine and cash. But then when you get down there, it's not. The flyer looks a lot different than the reality of the situation.
So, are you still getting a good deal on a car, though?
I don't know. It seemed like most of what was happening there were plants that were like fake bidding on stuff just to bid the prices up, and then it was like hoping for a sucker like me that was like, I'm going to get in on this.
Oh, interesting.
And then they'd be like, that loser just bought a broken car.
And then they'd randomly bring in like a girl that's being trafficked, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, here I am again.
Seems shady.
But I love the concept of that, and I do know that there are a lot of people now that are showing up outside. That's what I first thought when my wife's car got stolen recently. I was like, you sure you paid the lease on time? Because I feel like now, if you don't pay within 1 month, they'll just come and tow it away.
Oh, really? So part of you thought that they just took it?
Well, I didn't think it got stolen. At first, I don't think the car got stolen. It seems like I guess why wouldn't I, right? But at first, maybe it just got towed away.
Before you checked the Ring camera footage of someone legitimately stealing your car,
and I saw,
you thought for a minute.
That car got stolen.
All right, think about one of your biggest fears when you were a kid, having somebody under the bed, somebody hiding in the closet. There was a kid who was being babysat by somebody, and they said, hey, I think there might be a monster under my bed, and spoiler alert, there was.
Listen to this. A Kansas sheriff's office says a child told the babysitter there was a monster under the bed. When she tried to show the kid that there was nothing wrong, she ended up face to face with a man hiding underneath the bed.
Oh, man. That is.
What are the chances?
Nightmarish.
And that kid is never going to recover from that.
Never.
Poor guy, I'm not a monster.
Yeah, I'm just a pervert.
I'm not that bad looking.
Right. Babysitter and the man then got into some sort of an altercation, and he got away. Police identified the suspect, though, as somebody who used to live at that house. He'd been ordered to stay away from the property. Deputies later captured him, now being held on a $500,000 bond.
So it wasn't a weird pervert. It was a previous resident.
Yeah, just didn't want to be evicted.
Just a weird previous resident.
Just wanted to stay there. It's my house.
Well, I mean, it was like a wannabe squatter, right? Hey, I don't want to leave. This is my house. Or sometimes if you live in a place and then you move and then you're driving by your old place, you're like, man, what did they do?
He's just a living ghost.
Yeah, what did they do in there?
That poor kid, though, because I know that the amount of time I spend every day looking in my kids' closets, under their beds.
Bloody Mary checks.
Doing all the mirror checks. Drawer checks.
You have to check the drawers? What's in the drawers?
That's what I said to them. They're like, well, sometimes the monsters get really little and hide in the drawers and then get big at night. I'm like, where is that coming from?
Fish, good point.
So I'm opening up the drawers now. I'm like, I spent a lot of time looking for, but I'm like half looking because I know they're not really there.
Oh,
but
my God. And then the bedtime process is like an hour and a half long now.
Time. But if I came across a drifter under the bed, that would be a real issue that I have to deal with. Let's get into a brand new hour of the show right now. Perhaps the greatest hour of your life. Not the greatest hour of Vanessa's life, but that could all change because it is April 1st.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, let's do it. Good morning. Welcome to a brand new month. Welcome to a brand new day. Just after 8 o'clock, we are Klein Alley Show on KROQ. Lots to get into this hour on the show for you. Tickets up for grabs. This is going to be great. We got 4 of them. Universal Fan Fest. We will get you into that. If you want Coachella tickets, let's not bury the lead. Those will be coming your way in about an hour's time as well. And you'll win them today on KROQ, not only with us, sometime between 9 and 10 a.m., but again in the afternoon between 5 and 6 p.m. Coachella tickets in your future. This hour on the show, Annoymous with Vanessa. Things about Vanessa that annoy us. Of course, there's a lot about Vanessa to love, but like any person you work with, we recommend you do this with your coworkers as well. It's good to let some of the air out of the balloon. People do annoying things. We've all dealt with this before. We've all heard some of the things we do that we didn't realize annoyed each other, but apparently they do.
As a person who's on the receiving end of this, and you've been on the receiving end of Annoymous as well.
Yes.
It makes you feel self-conscious about things you didn't realize were happening. And once you get through that process, you feel more empowered coming out of it because then you come out of it a little less annoying than you used to be.
You'd like to believe that's the case. And Vanessa, I don't think you think of yourself as annoying, do you?
No.
But you understand that you do certain things that could be perceived as annoying by...
I mean, yes, everyone does annoying things, and I feel like I probably do annoying things, but I'm not annoying.
Well, this is going to be a tough hour because you'll get to come in here, sit down in the hot seat, and listen to the thoughts that we all have. Of course, we've changed our voices, so you won't know who said what. But
even though you can kind of tell.
Kind of. Based on the complaint, you could tell. We'll get to that coming up shortly, and another round of Old People Secrets help you live forever. Plus, we're going to kick off some Mashtags this hour. Mashtags. Something very exciting in the world of weed and movies.
And they're trying to blend them together at the theaters.
Pretty soon, we think that all movie theaters are going to allow you to enjoy weed, and maybe there'll be a smoking and a non-smoking section, or maybe there'll be certain showings that are family-friendly and others that are go ahead and bring your favorite blunt. But going to give you the chance to mash together any movie title and anything under the weed umbrella, and we'll collect those throughout the hour. At the end of the hour, we will pick our absolute favorites, declare you the Mashtags winner, and give you access, 4 tickets, Universal Fan Fest nights. Step into the best of sci-fi, fantasy, gaming, anime. It's the all-new Universal Fan Fest nights, an immersive after-hours event where you can live out your favorite fandoms like never before in one place. every night. Oh, it's going to be good. So we will get you in there. Select nights starting April 25th through May 18th. Only at Universal Studios Hollywood. Blackout dates, restrictions apply. More information at kroq.com. So bring us your Mashtags throughout the entire hour. You can text them to us. You can get on our DMs, Klein Alley Show. I think we have a Twitter that's still operational, even though we're not checking it too often.
Ooh.
Find us there at Klein Alley Show, and we will start that right now. KROQ, Klein Alley Show, very interactive hour, perhaps the most interactive hour in all of radio. We got a Mashtags going on right now, up for grabs, some tickets for you to go to Universal Fan Fest. So many pouring through on the text line right now. If you want to call, you can do that as well. The number is 800-520-1067 to join us for Mashtags, the most interactive hour in all of radio.
Sometimes you want to play Mashtags, sometimes you don't. Well, if you don't, you're gonna be bummed out, because we're playing it now.
Movie theaters are on the verge of trying to be saved, and they think that weed could be the one thing that helps them out. So we are giving you the opportunity to weedify any movie out there, and we'll accept these throughout the hour. We'll give you our favorites and declare the winner sometime between now and 9 a.m.
We start off with 909 Harry Pothead, 714 Raiders of the Lost Spark, 909 Seedless in Seattle, and 714 Oppenheimer.
Forrest Blunt coming through from 626, and Let me see. Cush Hour as opposed to the great Jackie Chan movie Rush Hour. That's just changing a letter. You got a whole new movie right there. So get them to us all hour long, and we will, of course, continue to put together the master list, which we will share with you coming up. We got the Annoymous to get to in a few moments, but Allie had to confront her wife about something that was far more serious.
It's a hobby that has now gotten out of hand, and I mentioned it before.
The cheating?
No, that's a different hobby, and she's not cheating. She's just very social.
Very social.
She found out that our local YMCA has an adult tap class on Monday nights.
So sad.
She has started not only taking the hour-and-a-half long tap class every Monday night.
What kind of time does she have? I feel like you don't have time for anything, and she has time for everything.
Thank you, Klein. That is the point that I made to her.
It feels like you to do anything is so difficult because you are like, I don't have a second for anything. And meanwhile, she has
I don't have a second to shower
she has
a lot.
Clearly, that is true. But she has an extra hour and a half to take an adult tap class?
Not only that, Klein, she is now practicing on a regular basis. Every waking moment is spent practicing tap lessons because she found YouTube tap lessons in addition to the YMCA tap lessons, and she thinks that now because she is an artiste, she needs to practice at least an hour a day.
See, some people get mad when their significant other has a hobby that is annoying and time consuming, but if it's a hobby like they play video games where they sit around with a headset on and you don't hear them, they're just on the couch all day, you should be so thankful and grateful that their hobby is not annoying to you.
At the very least, they're just going to be cussing out a 7-year-old.
Right, that's
in
fine.
that scenario.
Except that they're calling a couple kids the N-word. Okay. But if you start having a partner that takes up like ping pong and you have to hear this all day and slowly go insane, or in Allie's case, tap, which we've already heard, I mean, it is aggressive tapping. And it sounds like it's happening at your place all the time.
It's not only all the time, it's in the same section of floor that now is completely trashed. She tries to mop up her scuffs that she makes. She's also purchased new tap shoes because the ones that she had weren't good enough. And now she sends me videos throughout the day of her routine. This is a video that she sent me this morning. This is this morning.
Oh my God. Oh my God, damn. I mean, that is the soundtrack to hell.
I can't believe she gets laid so often.
Yeah, it's amazing that she's able to sleep with so many people with that stupid skill.
So I decided I had had enough, and while I was cooking her dinner last night, I decided to confront her because our kid is watching TV in the living room. I am making dinner in the kitchen. She is tapping in the corner.
Hold on. Can you play that again, how ridiculous this is? She's dancing to Pharrell's Happy. And
this is the routine she's been working on for the last 2 months.
I mean, listen. It doesn't even sound like she's on the beat.
And then she's like, how is it? I'm like, I don't even know what's happening.
That is so aggressive.
And then she's like, can I show you the moves that I've mastered? And I'm like, Katie, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you've been taught.
Like Morse code had Tourette's.
Really, that is an aggressive performance right there. There's a lot of anger in those toe taps.
Oh, she sent me also another one of it in slow motion, but I won't put you through that.
Thank you. Jesus.
And then, yes, you're right. Her stage presence is anger. Like, she's doing it, and she looks miserable while she's doing it. Right. I'm like, you have to work on at least smiling. Like, all the tappers, they seem like they're so happy.
I know, because she's so focused on doing the right thing.
Yeah,
so
her tongue is out.
Focused face is kind of like sometimes angry face.
Right, so what's next for you after you become a top sensation?
Everything stays the same.
She says everything stays the same. I'm just going to keep tapping.
She's not going to forget you when she climbs to the top.
I'll still be me.
When she taps to the top of the mountain, you'll still be making me dinner, bitch. Is what she's.
I mean, that's how prodigies work.
Well, you're practicing like. By the way, she just said that's how prodigies work.
And she's
I
not
don't know if you caught that.
Is she trying to be funny, or she really thinks she's got a gift for this?
I think she thinks it's her new calling. And I think she also explained her history of taking tap when she was younger and how she stopped because she felt embarrassed. And now as an adult,
she should feel more embarrassed.
She should feel more embarrassed.
2 hours a day now. Am I? Well, yeah. I mean, it seems like every waking moment you have for doing it. You know, I just hope that eventually it can start making you money. Yeah, I know. Well, I could be maybe hired for children's birthday parties.
So now...
Nope. Definitely not.
Oh, yeah, every kid wants that.
I asked for Blippy. Who is this bitch?
Every birthday party just gets happy.
The same
That's all
song.
they get, the same song over and over.
I'd be so disappointed. I would love, you know what? I got to figure out the next time my kids have a birthday, I just bring her out and it will be a bomb. Maybe that's what she needs. It's just
somebody to bring her back down to earth.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that is something.
Well, my time and effort aren't going anywhere.
The best part is you're trying to have a serious conversation with her, and she's just tapping around. It's like you can't even. You're trying to talk to
I can't even hear myself think.
It's like clocking around like a horse.
It's crazy.
Do you think that you're still pulling your weight around the house?
So this is a question I wanted to ask because every time she has off, you know, if the kid is sleeping or if I'm not working, usually I'm cleaning something, I'm cooking something.
There's no downtime.
There's something to be done around the house, always.
I don't think there's a bigger waste of time in the world than tapping because you're. I don't think you're really burning that.
You're creating more of a mess.
Yeah, you're just right. You're exactly right. You're creating noise pollution and actual damage to stuff.
And you're right. It's not like it's a workout.
Not really. So.
It's hard to see because.
Because I'm tapping so loudly.
Dropping around everywhere.
The tap really picked up the week I've been sick.
So. Also, if you're following, she's been tapping all week, even though she is sick with a cold.
Yes. So, it's hard for me to believe that you're sick when you're tapping someone.
Well, I'm coughing up a lung.
Right. Because of all the tapping.
Honey, because I'm sick. What I've noticed is I have zero motivation to do anything
but tap.
Right.
You always have motivation to do the things that you want to do. It's easy to find motivation for those things.
Sure.
I know.
It's hard to find motivation for, like, mundane things.
And then pass on the left.
This is one of the videos now that's happening.
Oh, she's watching a tap video? I thought you were smashing her in the head with a one of those meat mallets.
No. This is her playing videos of learning the song while I'm cooking.
Okay, why don't you go to your hour-and-a-half tap class now? I'll just keep slaving away in the kitchen here.
Oh, man.
You are going on a trip for a week.
Now this is already being held over my head.
This is getting heated.
I've looked it up. If she becomes a professional tap dancer, she can look to earn up to $34,000 a year.
Wow. Look at that.
And she would quit her job that's making her more money, I'm sure, in order to focus on it.
Happiness. It's all about happiness these
And
days.
I'm actually starting to get concerned that I'm going to have a hard time with you coming home.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
I'm going to have everything down my way.
All right, you'll all have starved to death by then.
Oh, boy.
That was her stomping away, by the way.
This got heated, and there she goes. She leaves the conversation.
Bye, honey.
Well,
so that was my evening.
That is aggressive. On that note, we have to take a break. That's Allie, this seems like a real problem.
It's making me not happy.
That's the irony of that being the song, which is so funny. When we return, Annoymous can officially begin. Vanessa will be on the hot seat, and a chance for you to get yourself tickets to Universal Fan Fest as you get us your Mashtags all hour long as you combine weed titles, all things movie titles, all things weed. We'll get to your favorites next.
KROQ.
Coachella might be one of the most iconic music festivals in the world.
The countdown to Coachella will be coming to a close very soon.
Headliners are Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone.
Welcome to Countdown to Coachella.
This is going to be epic.
It's KROQ's Countdown to Coachella. Welcome to a new kind of attention. Listen at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to find out how you can win 3-day passes to Coachella. April 11th to 13th and 18th through 20th, Empire Polo Club in Neo. Featuring
Hey, this is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day, Post Malone, Lady Gaga, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, Jimmy Eat World. The Prodigy, The Original Misfits, Basement Jacks, Joe, Lola Young, The Beaches, and tons more. Basic being KROQ's Countdown to Coachella. Keep listening to win. Courtesy of Google Voice.
The world famous KROQ.
From the people who brought you Now That's What I Call Hits. Comes a new collection of timeless classics. Performed by tone-deaf idiots.
My Ozempic is the best.
And I toasted you. Only we through what I never. What?
Clear me test cup. I fill you up.
Now that's what I call
Happy birthday, dear Valerie.
The absolute is versions of all your favorite songs.
Yes, I'm from New York. I got 100 brothers. Yes, I'm from New York.
From modern hits like Pink Pony Club.
God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl. and you dance at the club, oh mama.
Two classics like Queen.
I see a little stiletto of a man, Sharakushmushi, Sakaramushi. Will you do that fandango? Thunderbolt and Lively, very, very frightened me. Galileo, 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 Galileo.
Now That's What I Call Volume 1 is jam-packed with unlistenable versions of some of your most listened to songs.
Cut up Maria, show me some of that Spanish dancing. Pass me a bottle, Mr. Jones.
Critics are calling this collection horrific and a musical abortion.
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.
Get your very own copy of Now That's What I Call by calling 1-800-520-1067. Act now and get a bonus version of this song from the Cranberries, we think. Operators are standing by.
This is how you remind me of what I really am. Boom.
Now That's What I Call
Are you ready?
I'm not ready because I already think I know what this is, but there's an intervention that is apparently being called. And I am, I guess, the victim. Is that the right word? No?
No, you're the recipient. Yeah,
you're the victim. Excuse me.
You've got this wrong already.
I'm doing something that is affecting you all, and you would like to intervene
numerous
on
things.
Yeah, but Klein, we have to start out by saying we love you. And we're telling you this because we love you and we want the best for you. And I know you're turning into the person that you don't want to be. I know that you would see yourself walking down the street and you would say, that poor sucker, I can't believe he's living his life that way.
Well, I don't accept your love.
Why?
Well,
Come on,
it's
this is just resistance.
This is a silly way to start. And usually I thought the way it's supposed to work is I'm supposed to walk into a room thinking that we're having a pizza party, and then you guys are all sitting in a circle going
let's get some pizza.
Yeah, I mean, you could have at least gotten me some effing pizza here.
Okay.
That was always the most jealous of that part of the intervention, was the part where the people got like a cool surprise party for like a second, and then they realized, oh, wait.
And they're like, have a seat. We're actually in a conference room.
Yeah, like I at least wanted that part of it.
Oh, everyone's here. Hey, guys. What's going on?
This is my half birthday?
It was like the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There's something new that you're doing. There have been things that you've been doing for a while. Yes, you are on your phone a lot, and we'll get to that. But there is something specifically I want to bring up, and then I'll let everyone else share different ways that you're affecting them negatively.
Not Vanessa. She's not sharing, is she?
Yes, she is.
I'm sharing.
Vanessa. Thought we're cool.
Now, after the show is over, 5% of the time, as soon as we get off the air, we say our goodbyes, have a moment to ourselves, start to talk about the show for tomorrow and what we want to do. You take out your AirPods and you put them in your ears and you just leave them there. Might not be on a phone call, might not be watching or listening to anything, but you've got them in there. I called you out on this at one point and you said it's so I don't lose them.
Yep.
You're the guy
Stand
that's walking around with AirPods in at all times, even though you're not on a phone call. And you will do this during meetings. You will have your AirPods in during meetings while we are trying to put together the show. I have no idea what you're looking at. If anything, I don't know if you're paying attention or not. Don't be the AirPods guy. Please, you're bigger than this. You're better than this. You don't need to be the AirPods guy. Just put them away.
All right, well, let me just start by saying I can already stop this problem. I lost them.
Oh, great. All right, next.
Really? You did? You lost them?
Yeah, because...
So your big plan did not work whatsoever?
Yeah, because I didn't put them in my ears one time, and now I've lost them. So I have the case, but I don't have the AirPods.
But there are many different things that you are doing to avoid direct communication and contact. Jake, do you want to go next?
No, hold on. I thought we just solved the problem. Problem solved.
No, there's
numerous problems.
There's numerous problems that are funneling through the same thing.
BS. That's not how interventions work. You pick one thing. You're on meth. Let's deal with the meth.
The problem is that you're not present and you're not listening. There are a lot of different ways that you're doing this, and there are a lot of different people who are affected by this individually.
I listen better than anyone. I'm the best listener. I do.
Jake?
Yes. Dear Klein.
Oh, I hate this. I'm not listening.
Your behavior has affected me negatively in the following ways. When I load audio onto Vox and tell you what it is, and you don't acknowledge that I said anything, and I have to say, do you hear that? And you still don't say anything. And I say, Klein, you go, yo, yeah. And then when I talk to you over the comm, to tell you something or ask you if you're good on audio, and you don't answer me. But actually, it's worse. You do answer me, but you don't take the effort to press the button. And I see you on video not pressing the button, but saying stuff as if you pressed the button. I can't hear you if you don't press the goddamn button.
Wow.
This is not a good intervention.
Also, you still owe me $300.
First of all,
that's irrelevant.
I've seen intervention. They've never yelled at the person like that and made them feel bad about it.
No, they're supposed to cry instead.
We do a lot of checks and secondary checks. It's too many checks. I say, can you put the audio in? If the audio's in, to me, that mission accomplished. I don't need hey, did you get the audio? You need a good job? You need a pat on the ass?
He needs confirmation that you received it.
Allie, how annoying is pushing this button?
It's not annoying.
Oh,
you reach for it, and you're like an inch away.
And then you can't do the extra inch. Right. I end up pushing it a lot for you because you can't make the effort.
Klein, let me bring up something that just happened like 10 minutes ago, and I did not get confirmation on this, and this is part of the problem. Is I put in this brand new, shiny goat line bed that we're supposed to use when we go through the goat line bed, right?
Yes.
And I chime in, and you're distracted because you edit everything last minute. I'm like, hey, dude, just so you know, the goat line bed is in there. And I don't hear anything, so I'm guessing that you heard me and you see it in the system because I loaded it in the system.
That was a fail.
Do you play the goat line bed?
No, I did not.
No. Why?
I had my AirPods in. I was tuning you out.
Which 909 said, what do you care, Allie? It's none of your business what he's doing with his AirPods. And generally, it's not.
No, I don't
it's
want to
when
be that
we
guy.
are
You're
at
right.
work
I don't want
in
to
a
be that
meeting.
guy. Sometimes you see some people that you see go, I don't like that. I don't know that person, but I don't like them based on that. And I don't want to. Once people get to know me, they don't like me. But I want them to get to know me first. I don't want them to not like me just on how I appear.
Exactly.
And when I put the AirPods in, it was my plan to not lose the AirPods.
But in a meeting situation where you're talking to people, it cancels out like 75% of the audio, the sound.
No, it doesn't, because they're not on.
Yes, it does.
They're just resting.
Not on. How big are your ears?
Dude, look at them. They're huge. Look how big my ears are. They're massive.
No wonder you lost them.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think you'll be in there right now.
All right, Johnny.
There are 4 pairs in there.
Johnny, do you want to go?
I don't like this intervention, and I think we've covered it.
I'm ready.
We've covered enough. One thought per break, guys. Too many thoughts.
Okay, mine is really quick. Mine is just, and I know this kind of lends itself to your disability, but I have...
What? Lends itself to my disability? You're the guy that thought the Iditarod was hauled around by a bunch of Jamaican guys.
All right, stop deflecting.
It lends itself to your ADT, but I have one for when you walk.
ADT?
You got the disability.
Your security system?
ADHD.
All right, let's move on to Vanessa.
ADHD.
All right, let's hear Johnny out. I like what he's saying. Go ahead.
Whenever we're talking to you or I'm talking to you, you do this thing where you kind of listen, but then like after like 4 or 5 seconds, you start like drifting and walking away from when we're talking to you. And you're like halfway out the door with your bag, and you're like, all right, yeah, I'll tell son, and then you get caught up in a conversation.
Guys, I understand the point.
Yes, but then what Omar's saying is that you aren't really listening. You're just trying to make us think that you're listening to us.
I am listening. Sometimes it doesn't need to be said in such a long... Johnny will say, like, hey, I'm going to post something today at 2 o'clock. I go, all right, cool. To me, that's everything I need. He goes, thinking about 2's better than 2:30, because if I go 2:30, it's going to be too close to it. I walk out. I don't need all that. It's too much information.
All right.
I got a busy day.
Vanessa?
Piggybacking at everyone pretty much. Is that how you say it? Anyways, when we have meetings and you're on your phone.
Guys, I hate meetings.
And you're like in social media, I don't know if you're paying attention to what I'm saying. And you know I don't speak very well, so I need full attention.
Vanessa, what did you just say?
Exactly.
I know what you said. In fact, here's the big...
We are not feeling heard, is what we're telling you, Klein.
You're a bunch of whiners is all.
You're not listening.
Can I say something? Allie thinks because she's doing this on a keyboard, she has her computer. I use my phone for everything. My computer is almost useless.
You use it for everything because you like that we don't know what you're doing on it.
I don't care what you do. You put it on. You can put all my stuff up on the screen. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not.
Yes, but you're also. We've learned that humans are not good multitaskers. You can't be reading things, pulling clips on your phone, and listening to us at the same time.
Yeah,
you're not able to do it.
But you're doing it on your computer, right? So you think because you have a laptop.
No, I'm filling out the schedule. I'm working.
Right. Yeah. What do you think I'm doing on my phone? So you're sitting. You think you're better than me because you're going.
I'm typing. Yeah, that's more official.
Vanessa's asking us, hey, do you guys want to have this guest on? Now, as soon as she says that, I'm already on their Instagram looking at it going, let's see what this guest, let's see what they got going on. I'm already researching things she's talking about.
Yes, but then we will ask you a question and you will not answer.
I'm sorry, what?
909 said he is listening. He just doesn't care.
That's right.
He's listening. He's just not paying attention.
Leslie?
Yes. Klein.
Yeah, hi.
I think you're at the age now that you're using your AirPods as a hearing aid.
Okay.
Mystery solved.
Get off my lawn.
310 said that they are completely on your side. #free Klein.
Thank you.
So you do
310.
have supporters, Klein.
Thank you. All right, well, anyone else have anything like that, or does everyone feel like they've been heard?
I feel better. Do you guys feel better?
I feel so good.
You also stole my Instagram photo.
Jake.
Jake has many problems with you.
Jake,
this is a different thing.
They stole your Instagram photo? I will defend this story. This is so ridiculous. I'm driving down from the mountain. I'm driving us back from, because I'm the driver, of course. Let me do an intervention on you lazy asses that I got to drive around. All right. So now I'm driving you. They're giving me a hard time because I'm trying to drive and take a picture of a cool view driving down the mountain, okay?
Multitasking again.
And they all say, come on, focus on the road, dude. You got all these lives in here, these valuable lives. So I said, fine, Jake, do me a favor. Get a picture. So Jake takes a picture. I said, send it to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice picture, so I posted it. What did you want, a goddamn credit?
He said you didn't give him photo credit.
Oh, F you, Jake.
Because I cropped it. I did the vibrance. I made the contrast. I made it cool.
Whatever, man. I don't accept this intervention. That last point is the stupidest thing ever. Tough love. We'll get to that in a moment. Annoymous returns. This time it's Vanessa's turn. Vanessa, have you ever sat through a round of Annoymous before on the show?
Not yet. First one.
This is going to be tough for you. We've all recorded us saying things about you that annoy us, and we've changed our voices, so you won't know which one of us made which complaint, but you will have to sit through these. There's a total of, I think, 11 complaints about you. Which is low, considering usually when we do Anonymous, it's if Jake were on the chair, if the chair could even hold him, it would be so many more complaints, Allie, right? So many more.
I mean, yeah, we can't just keep going back to the well, though. We have to do something new.
So we'll get to that in just a second. I do want to, all the people on hold right now that would like to get in on Mashtags, all hour long, people are trying to give us the best Mashtag by mashing together anything under the umbrella of weed and anything under the umbrella of movies, and we will pick our favorites at the end of the hour, read the list, and then give away these 4 passes to Universal Fan Fest. But just looking at some of the ones on the phone, people are going to hold for a while. Mark, go ahead. Mashtags, what do you got for us?
Sweet Divots. Oh, I have a Purple Haze Runner.
Purple Haze Runner instead of Blaze Runner. That's good. We said a Saul. Quickly, Saul, what do you got? Yeah. Saul.
Hey, Sweet Divots.
Sweet Divots.
51st Bakes.
Yes, what is that instead?
Instead of 51st Dates.
It's what? This guy's high right now.
Oh, my God, I love it. What is your submission?
What is your submission?
It's 51st Bakes.
51st Bakes.
Oh.
Got it. Okay. I have a feeling that guy is super high. Chris on KROQ, good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So I got Harry Pothead and the Half-Baked Prince.
That's nice that you got the subtitles.
A lot of Harry Potter ones coming through as well. Gus, we give you the final word now, and then we'll have to change this as we get Vanessa ready to go on the hot seat. What's up?
Hey, Sweet Divs, Ned Bangers. I am number 420.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I will say one of my favorites on the text line, too, from 626 is Bob Marley and Me.
Bob Marley and Me. Strong contender. Weedify a Movie could score you 4 tickets, Universal Fan Fest, and that is because movie theaters are now looking to weed to potentially bring more asses into the seats. But right now, it's all about one ass in one hot seat, and that ass belongs to Vanessa. Vanessa, it's time for Anonymous. I want to warn you that sometimes I know this can be painful, but this is what you call tough love. And this comes from a place, we all care about you deeply, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you're not concerned about what things you may or may not hear.
I'm preparing myself mentally.
It is time for Anonymous. Every single one of us has left some things about Vanessa that annoy us. You won't know who said what, so here we go. The first one.
You always say you're tired and that your brain isn't working, but you sleep like 14 hours a day. How much sleep do you need? Are you a bear?
Yeah, that is true.
Care to comment on that one? You always talk about how tired you are, but you do sleep more than anyone. You go to bed at 7 p.m. and
as soon as the sun goes down, she goes to sleep.
Yeah, she's strictly on a circadian rhythm. So, but yet still always tired.
Yeah, I don't even know how to defend myself.
Because you're too tired?
I have brain fog. I don't know.
Well, here we
She
go.
comes in, she's like, "Good morning, Mary." I'm like, "I'm not
Yeah,
Mary."
it's Allie. Yeah, that's the best when she gets your name wrong. What, did I just call you Mary? I did. What is wrong with me? All right, moving on. Here we go.
You hit the wrong button a lot of times, and when we're trying to say things on the air and talking to the people, you're in our head saying other things like, "We cannot validate parking," and "No, do that later," and "Oh, sorry, wrong button." It's very distracting.
I don't think I get the brunt of that, but
I don't know who left that.
I think that would only apply to Klein.
But a lot of times there will be hitting the button, talking, followed by the, "Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say that to you."
Really?
Oh, it's a lot of that. Oh, yeah. What's going on back there? How many buttons do you have?
There's 8 buttons.
Oh, there's 8 buttons. Well,
That's a lot of buttons.
Which one of them's going to my head?
2.
Let's block those ones off immediately. Moving on. Here we go.
What's up with your teeth? I mean, listen, they look fine, but I guess what bugs me more is the bogus story you tell us about how you were on a beach and you face planted, and that's how you got all the new teeth. But that's bogus. I know you were in some sort of drug deal down in Colombia, and it went sideways, and somebody punched you in the mouth, and you lost all your teeth, but you will never claim that you're just this big drug lord, and we all know it, and this is all a cover. And why aren't we calling you Dead Tooth anymore?
All right, care to comment on that? Someone is annoyed by your teeth story. They don't believe it's real.
Well, I wish I was that badass that I would punch someone in the face. But yeah, I almost drowned in the ocean and my face hit the sun and I only have 2 fake
My face
teeth.
hit the sun?
Sand, I think she's trying to say.
Sand.
Yeah.
Thank you, Allison.
Moving on, it's time for Annoymous.
Mary.
This is Vanessa. She's hearing all the things about her that annoy us. Even though we truly do love her, she's the producer of the show. But she does do things like any coworker you work with that could annoy you.
There are random things you'll remind us about like 20,000 times. I know. We have a call with Sweet James. You send out more reminders than my dentist.
You do give a lot of reminders.
But to be fair, I give you reminders and we're still slow walking to the other studio. And I'm like, okay, you must have not heard me the first time.
Well, there are certain things that for whatever reason you get fired up about, and we'll get 47 reminders for one thing.
It is. It'll be an email reminder and a text reminder the night before. Then
during the show reminders.
And before the show reminder as well.
Yeah.
And then the second we get off the air, there's another reminder.
Here's another
And
Annoymous.
she is right. We're still late.
All
I know.
right, here's another Annoymous with Vanessa.
When I go to tell you something, and instead of listening to the story, you keep guessing at what the end is, and you're never right. Just let me finish the goddamn sentence.
That person's very upset.
Let me just finish my long-winded story about Magic the Gathering.
Vanessa,
That wasn't me.
Care to comment on that one?
I mean, we're on a clock, and if you're going to give me a long story, keep it short.
Yeah, I totally...
It wasn't long!
They are long.
Jacob.
These are all anonymous tips. She will not know who said what about her.
Listen, it's volleyball. Volley, not volleyball. How long have you been in this country?
Oh, man.
Although every time I hear that clip, it brings me great joy.
Okay. Well,
We don't know who that was.
We don't know who that was at all, but they're very upset.
You always start to tell us like the best stories about sex and drugs, and then you get like one sentence in and you go, "Oh, never mind. I can't say this. Please forget I said anything."
Such
and
a
then you
good
shut
one.
down. What's going on? We need this content. Look at us. We're doing this dumb bit again.
Yeah.
So Vanessa does do a thing where she'll be like, this weekend, oh my God, 3 guys, oil, and then she'll go, "Oh, forget it. I can't say
I
it."
have a story that's so juicy, but
Okay,
it's not for air. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, what is that not for air crap?
Because I'm protecting myself.
No.
Do-do-do.
No,
From
you're
being
not.
incriminated and imprisoned?
Yeah, we need it all. You want us to do Anonymous 15 more times. We need the story.
I know, our lives are boring, Vanessa.
yeah.
Yours is
Did
interesting.
you not hear Allie get into a fight with her wife about tap shoes?
That's all I
Jesus
got.
Christ. We need what's going on in your world.
Listen, I want to hear more taps.
No,
stories.
you
Moving
don't.
on. Anonymous with Vanessa.
There are things as thoughts. Not everything that comes to your mind in a meeting has to be spoken out loud. Like if we say, "Oh, what should we give away for Coachella?" You're instantly like, "Ah, Chella, we should go micheladas."
Yeah.
Yeah, you do a lot of word association in there.
Okay, but you know why I do that? So my brain starts working, so your brain starts working. I'm starting that brainstorming.
Got it. I got
That's
it.
word association, Klein.
Next complaint, Annoymous. These are all things about Vanessa that annoy us.
Your email responses are so harsh sometimes. Like someone will pitch a comedian to come on our show, and you'll write back going, "No, sorry, we don't want you. Get the out. Goodbye." You and everyone you know are trash.
Yeah, it is very interesting when we get guest pitched. You do not let them down gently. You pass and you give them like, not for us, good luck, but it's never going to happen. We're passing.
And then there's no sincerely, there's no...
Right. Maybe in the future.
Let's
Let's circle back. You just get right to it. It's so funny.
It's such a rejection.
Because sometimes they're like actually people that are friends of the show. They've just been on a lot. So we're like, they were on 2 weeks ago. Let's push
for
it.
some reason it just doesn't make sense in that moment to have that person on. But you want to keep the relationship going.
I think Greg Fitzsimmons just passed us a friend of his who's got a book out, and we were talking about it. We're like, we don't really do a lot of stuff with books, but maybe down the line. And Vanessa I saw the email. She's like, never going to happen.
Yeah. And we're like, did you send that already?
Yeah. She said, no, goodbye. Unsubscribe.
You always say that you hate when we stereotype you because you're from Colombia. We say you like cocaine. But whenever we say, hey, what do you like from Colombia? You say coffee. Isn't that the biggest stereotype, that Colombians love coffee? And by the way, Colombian coffee sucks.
Whoa.
Wow, that's the most hurtful one of them all.
Yeah. She's going to have your whole family killed.
What if we didn't have coffee in this country that was from Colombia?
I know time and time again you say that you're a grown-ass woman and you're not a child. I don't believe it. You're wearing lips or something. And if you're not a child, you're definitely a midget.
Okay.
Oh, yikes.
You are little.
And one thing Vanessa does that's very annoying is she'll really talk like this and everything gets at that.
All right, so now you've heard a little bit about what
Did you
annoys
do your
us.
own?
No.
Is that Vanessa?
And another thing she does is she'll scream at really high volumes whenever she says she's going to rollerblading because it's a nice day.
She does do that thing when something she's excited about, she cannot control the volume of her voice.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not really excited.
All right, Vanessa, there you go. You're off the hot seat. You feel good about yourself?
I feel great.
All right.
Feel better, right?
Feel better.
I do.
We'll accept a few more of your Mashtag submissions. Once again, it's anything in the world of movies mixed with anything in the world of weed. Mash them together. And someone's going to win themselves some tickets coming up shortly here at KROQ. Klein Alley Show, only about 15 minutes left of the hour, then we'll get into your Coachella tickets, but right now we're in the middle of a Mashtags.
Sometimes you want to play Mashtags, sometimes you don't. Well, if you don't, you're gonna be bummed out, because we're playing it now.
Which means you have about 10 more minutes to get them to us on the text line, or you can slide in the DMs, Klein Alley Show. Some of the many ones we've received as we were asking you to mash together anything weed and anything movies, as movie theaters have just announced that they're going to start trying to incorporate weed to get more asses in the seats. We've got Juganji, Bob Marley and Me, Pocahontas, Free Willie Nelson, Smokeback Mountain, Schindler's Shopping List, including Cheetos and Mountain Dew.
And Jurassic Spark.
So some great ones continuing to pour through. We will give you our favorites, announce the winner. That'll be coming up shortly, so get involved now. Quick break. We're back with even more show and more chances for you to win stuff from us after this very, very quick break right here on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. The world famous Klein Alley Show. KROQ. KROQ.
Winter Schnitzel is bringing back a fan favorite. My lips are watering for the return of the 12-inch hot dog. It's a perfectly plump 12-inch classic Winter Schnitzel wrapped in maple bacon. And can I just say, wow, it's juicy, it's yummy, and for a limited time, it's only $5.99 or $8.99 with fries and a drink. Don't sleep on this Winter Schnitzel's feast for your mouth, because it's only here for a limited time, and this hot dog is gone. You'll be saying, I love the hot dog. Search for Winter Schnitzel location near you by going to winterschnitzel.com/Winter Schnitzel location. Or download the Winter Schnitzel app using promo code Vanessa Loves Winter Schnitzel.
You know what I love?
On with it.
For your entertainment, I guess, why not, right?
Let's do it.
It was a Friday a few weeks ago, middle of January, where I got a call just after the show was ending from my wife that said, do you have my car? And I said, I do not have your car. And she said, well, then it was stolen. And I said, that's impossible. And lo and behold, the car was stolen. Had to go to LAPD. Clearly, it is not a priority because cars get stolen all the time. We heard from quite a few of you that have shared many stories of cars getting stolen, some getting found, some never getting found. And we got to a point where earlier this week, they officially deemed her car a total loss. And through insurance and everything else, we were able to, basically, she got her new car over the weekend. So I thought it would be the perfect time to have Jake call her as a police officer. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea.
It's great. It's a great idea.
And so Jake decided to call and say, I know he didn't say he knew she had a new car. I knew that, but that they found her other car and it was in this was her biggest fear, is that she would get her car back in drivable condition, but it would be so disgusting that she would never be able to
drive it again,
even though she would have to drive it again. So rather than be the supportive husband that I try to be on a regular basis, I decided, let's try to do something that could be fun for the show. And already I regret this, so take a listen. This happened yesterday after the show, and I have not stopped hearing about it since.
Hello?
Hello, is this Danielle Klein?
Who's this?
This is Officer Medina with the LAPD North Hills Division.
Hi, yes, this is her.
Hi, great. I'm calling to inform you that we have found your Land Rover attempting to cross. Yeah, it was attempting to cross the border yesterday.
No way.
Yeah.
I literally just went through insurance and I just got my new car.
Oh, well, that's great.
What does that mean, though? I mean...
Well, the good news is it's not a total loss. There are some scratches to the driver's side door. You're going to have to get a couple new tires and wheels. But you will have to come down to a San Diego tow yard and pick it up.
Wow. Okay, this is... so now I don't understand. What do we do?
Oh, well, yeah, you'll have to come down and pick it up.
And then do you happen to know if, like, any of the stuff that was in it was left in there? Probably not, right?
Well, there's probably... I'm sure these are not your items, because it appears as if the thieves were using the car as some sort of mobile drug lab. We found
those are not.
Yeah, we found
it would be kids stuff. So
I'm sorry.
It would be kids stuff in there.
Oh yeah, we found an abundance of paraphernalia normally associated
Wow.
with labs and shoot-up sites. So you might want to hire a professional biohazard team to get rid of all that residue and needles,
Well, yeah, I
etc.
mean, I wouldn't want that. Or, I guess that.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you mind if I add my husband into this call?
Sure,
or-
sure, yeah.
Sorry, because I'm not. Hold on 1 second. Kevin?
Hi.
Hi. You're on with the sheriff. Or
I'm
the-
Officer Medina with the
You found my car.
LAPD North Hills Division.
What?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, we found your car attempting to cross the border into Mexico yesterday.
Being used for drug paraphernalia.
Well, it appears as if they're using it as a mobile drug lab. Right now, there's an abundance of paraphernalia in the car. It also appears as if they used the vehicle to transport livestock. There's a leftover droppings and feed, and a smell that might not be able to get removed in the car. But we did recover a car seat that has also been soiled, and a brown coat was found in the car.
Oh my God.
Were any of those items yours?
I mean the car seat, and if it's a brown coat, yes.
Oh, great. Yeah, those are still there for you. But the car is in a tow yard in San Diego, and you might want to pick it up as soon as you can because each day it's a $125 fee that will accumulate.
I mean, I guess Kevin, I don't understand this.
Can you go?
What? Me?
Well, I don't
San Diego?
It's in San Diego?
Is this something that we can talk to insurance? I mean, I don't want a car back either that had drugs in it with kids and drop-ins.
The problem is that they found the car. It's now we have to.
I don't think so with insurance.
Officer, is there some amount of days where you have to find it where it's not considered a total loss? Because
Yes, if we find it within 90 days, it's still your responsibility. So I believe I have it here as January 17th. Is that the day?
I don't know. I don't even know.
This is insane. I've never. But nobody's going to drive around a car with droppings and drug.
Well, you'll be surprised what some of these addicts will do to a car and what they can live with. It is insane. But
yeah, I'm not driving around with kids. That's considered. We got to get insurance on the phone.
They've gone in the car too, though, before the kids. So.
What?
Well,
what are
maybe
you
that's-
talking about, Kevin? He's talking about the new. What are you talking about? He's talking about my old car. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was telling your wife that you're going to have to get a professional to clean for the biohazard and the smell, animal droppings, etc.
Then I'm going to call and see if we can get back the new car because...
No, Kevin, I'm not driving around a car that had drugs all over it and droppings. That's insane. We need to get on the phone with
But we
insurance.
can't have two cars. We're going to have to pay for both cars now because they
No,
found it.
I think we need to get in touch with insurance, Kevin. Right? Because you can't do anything.
Well, I
from
feel
here,
like the
right?
first step should be trying to recover your car as soon as possible. Like I
Well,
said,
I also
each
can't
day
get to San
incurs a
Diego.
fine.
So how much do we owe you to this point?
Well, right now, it's the first day will be, it's not even to me, it's to the tow yard. It'll be $125 per day.
Hold on. This
All right.
we need to get Shim and insurance on the phone, okay?
Hold on. Does anyone on this call's husband work in radio?
What?
I have a wife.
Is it possible this whole thing is a prank?
Kevin? Kevin?
Mr. Klein.
I love you, baby. It's a prank.
Oh, my God. I hate you. Kevin? No, not okay.
Now you know you don't have to pick up a car in San Diego. She hung up. All right.
It's just Jake sitting by himself.
Oh, man. I'm just alone in a room now.
It took me a second to realize she hung up.
Oh, I can't believe Beetlejuice called your wife.
I don't know
to say the car was recovered.
I regret that, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Tags. People are weedifying movies, cinematic classics gone weed, like Ganja with the Wind from 714, Schindler's Spliff from 508, Dude, Where's My Shoe from 818. Just a combination of some of the many suggestions that are coming in as people are attempting, with 4 minutes left of the hour, get them to us, figure out ways to weedify a movie, and our favorite one will get themselves 4 tickets to Universal Fan Fest. All right, your news now, and it's an exciting day for news because you never know what to believe and what's made up for April Fools. So here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Yeah, so let's start with some of the things that are coming out for April Fools. These are not real products, and it seems one of the themes this year is fake sauces and fake products from food places. Cardi B put out a video promoting Raising Cane's new moisturizing sauce. It'll sauce you so good it smells like chicken. And then In-N-Out Burger came out with this commercial.
If you loved In-N-Out Burger's amazing line of deodorants, you'll love what they've cooked up for you now. In-N-Out Burger is proud to present Spread Lotion. Inspired by our world famous spread, each and every application is guaranteed to moisturize for a full 48 hours. Wow. And Spread Lotion is packed with rare nutrients and restorative emollients that will leave your skin feeling soft and supple.
Thoughts?
Spread it.
I think it's great. When I eat In-N-Out, I get spread all over myself anyway. It might as well be a lotion. I mean, I'm covered in that stuff.
I mean, I guess it's, I don't know. I have like very mixed feelings about April Fools in general.
Yeah, well, it's amateur hour a lot of times. If the pranks are not funny, then it's amateur hour. Like last year when we played all the Kids Bop versions of KROQ songs, and we had a whole meeting where we got yelled at and disciplined for that.
Was that amateur hour, or was that us doing a good job?
I thought it was funny, but apparently it was amateur hour, according to the powers that be around here.
I guess it just feels like these companies go, okay, we have to do something funny for April Fools.
But no one has a real sense of humor anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
There's only so far you can push it.
It's like, let's come out with a deodorant. Let's come out with a skincare line, or let's a smelling candle that smells like barbecue sauce, and that's kind of the extent of it, because no one wants to truly be edgy.
My wife woke me up in the middle of the night last night and said, "I'm so horny. Do you want to have a quickie?" And I was like, "Yes." And she goes, "April Fools," and then went back to sleep. And I thought that was...
She woke you up for that?
Yeah, I thought it was a great prank.
You thought it was a great prank.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you are somebody who's doing this year-round. I mean, you just had Jake call as a police officer and say that she found her stolen car.
So she's used to it. I take the day off on April Fools.
This is the one day that she feels like she can get one over on
I take it off. But my kids, when they get this morning, they probably already discovered it, but I had a box of Lucky Charms, their favorite cereal, in the cabinet, which is never there, but I filled it with broccoli.
Oh, how funny.
And they will be devastated.
Really?
Yeah. But I won't be there to see that.
That's when you know you've truly done a good prank, is when the person is devastated.
That's the goal here, right? I want to create a lot of trust issues in my family.
Some of them are just inconvenient and annoying.
That's right.
Like there was one I heard about where they were turning people's computers upside down. Like the IT people would come in and take everyone's computer and turn it upside down. Yeah. So then when everybody got to work, it was like, oh no. But then just the one moment of like, oh no, so funny. Then it's just the process of then turning everything right side up, because eventually you have to work. All right, people feel more permission now to be a-holes or just blatantly racist, unfortunately. And when you're a true coward, you're not a dick to somebody's face. You write a note, a passive-aggressive note, and what's worse, this one was on a receipt after a person served them their food. This just happened at LAX, where a server went to collect a receipt. The receipt had a handwritten note on it that said, "No tip for illegal, go back to Mexico." Now, there's a lot of things wrong with this. Number one, this happened at the Tom Bradley International Terminal, where people are coming from all different countries. Secondly, it's not even grammatically correct. And thirdly, the server that this happened to is not Mexican, he's Puerto Rican. So I guess just check your facts before you're going to be a complete a-hole. Yeah, go back to Puerto Rico, which is technically America. And then finally, e-bikes obviously are hugely popular, especially in Southern California. And now there is a service similar to CarMax or Carvana for e-bikes. It's called Upway. It's new. They just opened one in Redondo Beach, which is where everybody e-bikes. And basically, it's a new way to sell and buy refurbished e-bikes. So when you're ready to sell your used e-bike and then you want to basically CarMax style bring it in, get it appraised, or do a trade-in, all that stuff can happen with e-bikes now. So it is a booming industry.
We have a big announcement to make.
in exactly 3 minutes when this song is over, we'll announce the winner of Mashtags, and then we'll tell you how you can score yourself some Coachella tickets, because it's now after 9 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. Brand new month, brand new day, and potentially the greatest day of your life, as we're about to have not one but 2 winners in moments. So if you want Coachella tickets, I hope you're listening intently. And if you've submitted a Mashtag, listen closely. The big winner and a brand new hour of the show will start next right here on the world famous KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley's show. Hold on one second. Got to play the legal to the hour. Make this thing official. Hold on. It's got to be here somewhere. There we go. Let's get into a brand new hour of the show right now and announce the big fat winner for Mashtags.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, what an hour to be alive. It's a brand new month, a brand new hour, and what do we have in store for you? Coachella tickets at some point. Hopefully you're listening. We'll tell you exactly how to score those tickets from us. Where we left off at the end of last hour, we were talking about the fact that all these movie theaters are saying that they need to figure out a way to incorporate weed if they want people to come back to the movies again. And we can expect more and more, weed-themed movie theaters to open up in Southern California. I think we'll be the tourist destination where people travel from around the world to go enjoy some weed movies. But also, I think regular theaters now, that are just standard old-school movie theaters, are going to start figuring out times and showings to make them smoke-friendly theaters.
I just want to say, if you're going to set a time for stoners, make it an earlier time than it really is.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Great idea.
Even if you know that there's 20 minutes of previews, just have the movie start an hour before it actually
If it's
starts.
like a 5:30 movie, sell the tickets for noon.
Yeah.
And then people will be there. Because there's going to be a few, oh my God, I knew I had something to do today.
Wait a minute.
What was it? Some great submissions, hundreds, if not thousands, came through as we asked you to weedify a movie, and there was so many good ones we went through, including I Don't Know What I Did Last Summer Because I Was High, and a bunch of other versions.
I got a good one.
Go ahead, Jake.
What about Air Bud?
That's great, Jake. Thank you for
It's the same
participating.
movie, and it also came through on the text line already.
Okay, what about Air Buds?
That's funny.
Also the same. Karen, final ones on the phone. We have to pick the winner. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, I have 3. So we got a selection here. We got The Days Runner or Empire, the Empire. And my favorite is Godzilla versus King Bong.
Yeah, we got a lot of Godzilla vs. Bong on the text line, unfortunately. But we only received one of these. So after going through all of them, and there were so many, whoever turned Free Willy, a movie about a whale, into Free Willie Nelson. You are, congratulations, the godfather of weed. I would say Willie Nelson, Snoop Dogg are pound for pound, and probably do weigh roughly the same. But pound for pound, I would say they are the 2 biggest potheads on the planet.
So we'll send you to
congratulations.
Universal for that.
You'll be going to Universal with some Fan Fest tickets. All right, Coachella. To see this band right here, Green Day? Absolutely. We're going to make that happen for you this hour. Oh, it's very exciting. And we give you those details in 3 minutes on KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. How would you like to see that band right there in the desert as part of Coachella, Green Day, and many, many others? We're going to ask you to call us in a moment, 800-520-1067, as we celebrate the reality of going to Coachella, which is finding a place to sleep, and celebrating all of you people that have had to sleep in strange and uncomfortable situations, not just Coachella weekends, but traveling. Everyone's trying to save a buck these days. Did you sleep in a friend's bathtub? Did you
really
sleep?
lower your standards when it comes to a festival and how to, you're like, I don't care. I'll just get there and I'll figure it out later.
Right. I know the house says it can accommodate 6 comfortably, but it can accommodate 36 uncomfortably. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we want to hear your stories, horror stories perhaps, or maybe, just maybe, you thought it was going to be a terrible situation.
And that
you
was
ended up
great.
sleeping in the bathroom of an Arby's, but it ended up being fantastic. Places you've slept could score you tickets to both. I guess you get to go to Coachella, you and a friend. 2 tickets.
And
Coachella.
I was actually just for S's and giggles was looking at some of the Airbnb offerings for Coachella, and somebody was selling for $1,000 a night a bed that was in their garage, and then they would have a tent fee for any additional people that wanted to sleep in and around their house.
So we're going to celebrate you people, because realistically at this point, if you haven't figured it out, you will be sleeping in a situation like this. So maybe you've prepared your whole life for this Coachella getaway, and we'd love to hear your stories of the strange, uncomfortable, and weird places you've slept. Could score you tickets to Coachella. First, though, I cannot believe this, but Allie, we have on the hotline from radio, just down the dial.
From radio?
Ryan Seacrest is on the phone. Good. Hello, Ryan. Is this the Ryan Seacrest?
Hey guys, how are you?
Oh, hold on. Your phone's breaking up. Is this the Ryan Seacrest?
Thank you for having me on today. How are you?
Good. This is last minute. We weren't expecting your call, but what's up?
Well, I have a little spare time since my show on 102.7 KISS FM has been pre-recorded for the last 6 months. So I got some time to drive around. I wanted to share some very exciting news for you. In fact, I wanted to give you kind of an exclusive.
Oh,
wow.
Great. We love an exclusive.
That's got to be the hard part about recording your show so far in advance, is that when stuff happens, like, breaking news, your show's already in the can for so many months ahead of time that you really don't have any other place to turn except for, here or Wheel of Fortune, right?
Just don't care about it anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, well, I know that radio has gone low on your priority list, Ryan, but thanks for taking the time to give us a call.
It is second place now to Wheel of Fortune, of course, which is weeknights 7:30 on ABC 7. You can watch with the family. New shows every day.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Ryan? What can we do for you this morning on KROQ?
Something that's been haunting me for years, ever since season 1 of American Idol back in 2002. I've avoided it. I've lied about it, and I would love to officially come out of the closet. Yes, I am gay.
Whoa, Ryan, there have been rumors for years about this, and now does it feel good to finally get it out there?
It feels great to be able to say that I'm gay, I'm spirited, keen, I'm sparkling. Oh, this feels good.
Yeah, and
it feels really nice, guys.
Are you
jaunty, blithe. I'm a Uranian, guys. So excited.
Hey, Ryan Seacrest, it seems like with information that big, you would have saved that for your own show. But we appreciate you giving us the scoop on KROQ, something that I think a lot of people thought for a long time. You're finally confirming.
The reason why I'm bringing you in here because the Ryan Seacrest Show soon heard on 106.7 KROQ.
Wait, what?
But we're on 106.7 KROQ.
You are. That's going to change, guys. But listen, my whole goal in life, I've conquered every TV show. I've been on every network, every talk show, And now I want to take over every radio station.
Oh, Jesus
Oh, my
Christ. Don't you think at some point, Ryan, you can just, phone it in a little bit? I mean, you're already phoning it in technically right now, but can't you just, kick back on a hammock in one of your houses and call it a day?
No, I can't. There's still money to be made. I believe your company, Odyssey, still has a little bit of it. I would like to get some of it.
I guess to fund your new gay lifestyle, right, Ryan?
That's right. My sparky, zippy lifestyle. I'm entered into the LGBTQIA+ world. And I'm excited to bring that show over to KROQ. This is just station number 2. And just to be clear, I'm not leaving Kiss FM. I'm bringing my whole crew with me. It's a kind of a copy and paste situation, if you would.
So they're just going to take the show that you're already doing and just put it on more stations, including this one.
Same show. Exact same show. Ryan's Roses.
Oh, great.
Whatever BS we do in the morning, I don't know. I don't listen.
Right. I get it. All right.
I can't wait in 6 months for your audience to hear that you're gay.
Excited, guys. Oh, I feel so free right now.
Wow, what a
I would
weird...
jump for joy, but my pants are so tight.
Right, I get you. Ryan Seacrest calling us from, I'm sure, a very nice car right now to let us know 2 big things. 1, he's gay, and 2, he's bringing the Ryan Seacrest show to KROQ. So I guess...
2 big bombshells. I guess one is very disappointing for us, Klein.
Yeah. Allie's upset about the gay part.
Which one is disappointing?
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. We got to call our agents.
Okay.
And then we got to get
guys,
agents.
I got to let you go. I'm headed into my tap class. It was great talking to you guys.
Say hi to Allie's wife. All right. Thanks, Ryan. The great Ryan Seacrest. Right. Thanks. Thank you. Congratulations on being gay.
Thanks, guys.
KROQ.
Coachella might be one of the most iconic music festivals in the world.
The countdown to Coachella will be coming to a close very soon.
Headliners are Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone.
Welcome to Countdown to Coachella.
This is going to be epic.
It's KROQ's Countdown to Coachella. Welcome to a new kind of attention. Listen at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to find out how you can win 3-day passes to Coachella. April 11th to 13th and 18th through 20th, Empire Polo Club in Neo. Featuring...
Hey, this is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day, Post Malone, Lady Gaga, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, Jimmy Eat World. The Prodigy, The Original Misfits, Basement Jacks, Joe, Lola Young, The Beaches, and tons more. KROQ's Countdown to Coachella. Keep listening to win. Courtesy of Google Voice.
The world famous KROQ.
Allie had an altercation yesterday with the police.
I didn't have an altercation with the police.
It sounds like you did. I saw a picture too, and today you claim that you're moving very slowly. So, so you got tased at Target trying to steal.
Technically, I got hit by a car.
What?
So
were you walking?
I'm walking gingerly, but yes, I'm walking.
Is the car okay?
Shut up! The car's fine.
How much damage to the car?
I didn't damage the stupid car. The car damaged me. I'm damaged goods.
So I'll take a moment of silence and think about that car for a second. Hold on.
Shut up.
Totaled.
It's not total. It's not a total loss.
So Allie, what happened?
I had decided, like I said, to go to Target to look at some Valentine's Day cards and get some stuff together for the show. And so I had parked, and at Target in the parking lot, they have like 50 spots for handicap, 50 spots for curbside. You have to park kind of far even if you get a good spot. So I'm walking.
They're the most egregious. No offense, Target. You got a lot of cool stuff.
I was like halfway down the aisle, and I was like the first normal spot.
The Target I go to, there's one level of the parking lot you can't even park on unless you are handicap or picking up like
or both. Sometimes
both.
you have to be both.
You have to be handicapped with a pre-order. It's the only way you can park there. If not, you can't even go on that level.
So I'm walking, and I've got like a 10-minute window where I can run this errand before I have to pick my kid up from school. So I'm walking kind of fast, and as I'm passing the handicap section of the parking lot, I suddenly feel an impact on my leg, knee, hand, lots of pain, and I'm knocked down to the ground, and I realize that a car backed out of their spot immediately into me, and I'm glad they were planning on pulling out all the way, but once they realized they hit me, they decided to stop. And
you got backed into?
Yes, they backed into me.
The irony of that is we always play those funny sounds when we talk about you backing up, which are those loud warning beeps.
I know, and I probably should have those for walking forwards now. So I got, and it hurt. I mean, when you're not expecting that, which I guess when are you?
Well,
but even if
I
you're
think getting hit by a car, yeah, it would hurt for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but of all the
but it's like you're just on your way. You're like doing something mindless, right? You're
Right.
like in autopilot, and then all of a sudden you just experience a lot of pain, followed by you're on the pavement. You don't know what happened, and then you realize that, oh my God, there's a car there that just literally backed into me. I'm glad they didn't keep going.
What kind of car? Like a SUV, regular car?
See, that's why I'm bad in these scenarios, because I'm not an observant person, and I have no idea. It was black. It was a black car.
Even now, you don't have an idea afterwards? You didn't make notes?
So
Take pictures?
I'm on the ground, and then I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Or a face plant, or you put your hands out, or
Can't remember. Can't tell you, Omar. I just remember I was on the ground.
Did a crowd gather to see what happened?
How'd this whale get here?
Another beached whale. No, there were a couple people who stopped, including one of the guys who was doing the curbside stuff at
to help
Target.
you, or just to watch like you would do?
To point and laugh.
Okay.
And no. They did end up helping me. So the guy gets out, and he's an old man.
Oh, an old guy.
Old guy in a handicapped spot, and he
You just mushed yourself yesterday by bad talking that old lady.
So true.
I know.
Yesterday on the show, Allie could not have. She put so much shade on the elderly community because she got mad that old lady tried to cut in front of her, ironically at a line. Who knows if that was a target or
She was
not.
trying to get old privilege.
She was trying to get old privilege. Allie was bitching about old privilege yesterday, and that's the ultimate old privilege, is backing into people when you pull out your handicap
So
spot.
this guy goes, oh, wow, I was looking at another car to wait for that car to pass by, and then I just backed out, and you were there. Like, who knows how this happened? And I'm like, okay.
Wait, that's the first thing he said?
Yeah, he started like rambling about an excuse of like why.
What the hell? You don't even check in on your well-being?
Because people learn when you get into an accident, you're never supposed to, even if it's 100% your fault, you're never supposed to say, like, I'm sorry, or that's my fault, or that's on me. Because if Allie decides to, go after this guy, then, he's going to make the argument that it was her fault because she was running through the parking lot, not whatever.
It's never the pedestrian's fault.
In this case, it could have been.
No. See, that's why I knew that you were going to say this is my fault. All I am doing is walking through the parking lot.
You said you were running. You had 10 minutes.
I wasn't running. I was walking quickly, but there were no cars around him. I was in there was that handicapped section where there was only like one or two cars that were parked there. It wasn't like a row of jam-packed cars.
Maybe he was thinking, this woman's in the handicap section, but she's not handicapped. Let's fix that.
Are you a vigilant walker in the parking lot? Did you see the little white backing up lights pop on, or did he do it so fast that you didn't even
It was so fast. I was already in his path when he backed up. Like I was already.
He just put it in reverse and then hit the gas.
Yes. So then he gets out and he's like, and then he said, "Are you okay?" And as I'm getting up, and didn't help me up, by the way. As I'm getting up, I'm like, I think so. I think I'm all right. And then he goes, okay, starts getting in his car and says, sorry about that, and leaves.
What?
That was his plan. Get out of there.
Let him leave?
Well, I didn't know what was happening. I was like shocked by what the hell happened, and I was like, okay. So
Dude,
then
most of these accidents, you're not going to feel like the actual
the injury,
like, pain, right, for days.
So then I start taking a few steps as I continue into the store, and I'm like, I need to sit down. So I sit down on the curb. And I had like my fingernail, I had like bent back, and my leg was kind of hurting, and I was like, I need to take a minute. And meanwhile, the guy drives right by me as I'm sitting on the curb.
So you got a picture of the car?
So this woman pulls up and she goes, oh my God, are you okay? I just saw that whole thing. I wrote down his license plate number.
Oh, nice. Good Samaritan.
And she's like, and I was like, I think I'm all right. And she was like, is there anybody you can call to let know that you're okay, or let them know what happened? Are you going to file a police report? I was like, I don't know. Like, I think I'm okay, but yeah, I guess I should call my wife. So I get the license plate number and I call my wife, and she is no help at all. She's like, oh my God, you probably have an aneurysm. You're going to die. Oh my Lord, you should probably call an ambulance to come get you, etc. I'm
Are
like,
you
no.
for real?
Yeah, I'm like, well, this isn't making me feel any better. This is making me feel really nervous. So then I'm like, okay, I need to file some kind of report. And then as I start figuring out what I want to do, I'm like, well, I need to get the camera footage because you guys are going to find it hilarious.
Oh, God, please tell me they gave it to you.
So I went to guest services. I waited in that long line of people complaining about their returns and everything like that.
If you have the camera footage of you getting hit by this car, it will make my year. Please.
So eventually a supervisor comes and she goes, how can I help you? I'm like, somebody hit me in the parking lot. I need some camera footage. And they were like, well, you have to file a police report report, and the police have to request it. If the police request it, we'll give it to them, and then they can give it to you. I go, okay, then I guess I'll file a police report. So I call the police, and they were like, so are you okay? I was like, I mean, yeah. And they were like, so what do you want me to do about this? And I was
I need
like,
the camera footage.
We need to see the fall of the mall.
So a cop shows up. This has been like an hour and a half by this point that I've been in the parking lot and at Target.
Where's your son? Did he get picked up from school, or is he still there?
Katie went and picked him up.
Oh, okay.
So then
sorry to stop you, but isn't this technically a hit and run? And the officer really didn't care about it? Because just because you say, hey, are you okay, you still left the scene because you were out of your senses.
So she was like, did you say you were okay to the guy? And I was like, I said I think so, but I don't really know. And they were like, do you need us to send paramedics? I was like, I mean, no, but my thumb hurts.
Right.
And, so they were just like, I guess we'll send an officer to do an incident report. So then the cop shows up, waiting a long time for that. Eventually he shows up and he's like, hey, what's going on? I said, well, this guy was in the spot and he starts backing up and he hits me and I fall over. And then suddenly the guy that hit me walks up.
Stop it.
To the police car.
No way.
And goes, hi, yes, that's me.
He came back.
I came back because I was so worried about you. And I was like, what? Like an hour and a half later?
Was it Ashton Kutcher? And you're a punk.
Yeah, I'm calling about Ryan Seacrest being on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's
does that.
crazy.
Yeah, that was a shock to us all.
Yeah, when worlds collide, right?
Right. Crazy, huh?
You guys with me every morning when I do my deliveries. I've never laughed so hard in a radio station. Like, for real, you guys crack me up every day, and I love it. It gets me going in the morning.
You mean Seacrest doesn't make you crack up laughing?
I mean, not in the way you guys do, in a laughing at him kind of way.
Right. Well, he'll be taking over, apparently, so.
That's not good.
Yeah, well, let's enjoy these moments we have together, right? Because we have Coachella tickets. I think we still get to give those away. Oh, those are for Seacrest? Oh, he took them.
God, he has so many.
Man, it seems unnecessary. Here's the question we're asking you today. And I know there's a lot of people that would like to say things about that call we just received on the radio, but let's focus on the more important things, which is getting your ass into Coachella. It's happening very soon. Indio, you got to drive, enjoy that drive to the desert, which sometimes is a bit longer on Coachella weekends. But boy, let me tell you, someone who's a lot of times here in L.A., I love the L.A. traffic during Coachella weekends.
It's better than being here for the holidays, isn't it?
I've been to Coachella, and I've been to L.A. during Coachella. And I have to pick, as much as Coachella is fun, L.A. during Coachella may be better.
Weekend one, especially, because all the influencers are gone.
So we got tickets to give away. We understand that living there, staying there is not going to be cheap, and that's why people get real flexible as it pertains to sleeping arrangements. We wanted you to be able to brag and flex about all of the places you have figured out to sleep. Hold on. Why is that playing now? Are they playing me off? You son of a bitch.
It's Seacrest, damn
You better stop. We're not ready for that yet. We're going to take these calls right now on KROQ. Let's start with Estevan. We'll make our way up and down these phones, give away some of these Coachella tickets right now. We got a pair to give you now and another pair at 5 o'clock today on KROQ in the afternoon. What's up, Estevan?
What's up?
So, what is it that you've done? Where have you slept before? Everyone has to be a little bit flexible when it comes to sleeping around Coachella time, but other places as well. What's your story?
So I actually had to sleep in my dog's house, and that was a great time.
How long were you living in your dog's house? This is one of those houses in the yard?
Yes, it was only for a night. My husband went to San Diego with his friends. I went into LA, downtown LA with my friends. By the time I got home, didn't notice my keys were locked in the house. No way for me to get in. So, you know what? I had to sleep with my boy Jack. He has a big enough house. I love my dog. Rest in peace to him. He just passed away. But you know what? He helped me sleep in there, kept me warm, and it only lasted till about 8 o'clock in the morning because my husband got home early. But hey, you have to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Wow, so the dog slept outside and it was like, is it closed or is the door, is it like completely?
It's an enclosed door. It's an enclosed area, everything. He's a big dog. The reason, like, him being a big dog kept me warm. He has the door shut. It just all worked out perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, sometimes
the doghouse.
When you have, especially in your own living place, if you sleep in an unexpected place, sometimes that's the best sleep you can get.
Yeah, but also sometimes it can be the absolute worst. But the idea that at one point during the night, the guy wakes up confused, because when you wake up in a weird place, you have that moment of where am I? And then he has to process the fact that he's sleeping.
I'm outside in a doghouse.
Sleeping in his dog's house. But thank God that house was there. I'm sure people mocked you when you bought the thing. Let's say hi to Nicole. It is KROQ. We are trying to figure out places you've slept. Understanding if you win these Coachella tickets, you may have to, once again, sleep somewhere that is not the ideal situation. What's up, Nicole?
Yeah, hi.
Hey.
So I think probably the craziest place that I slept was, imagine there's about 6 of us cramped in one place, and I woke up next to an overflowing toilet, and I was waking up on the bathroom floor.
Oh, my God. Sleeping on a bathroom floor is bad enough. I've been there, and I'm sure you have too, Klein.
Yeah, but usually that's a drunk thing where you pass out next to a toilet because you think you're going to throw up. But if you're sober and you're like, look, of all the rooms, the only one that still has space is bathroom floor, it's not great, but as long as you have a door and it's your room, you sometimes feel like I win because I get my own room. But I don't know what your situation was.
Yeah, well, it was very last minute. We were crashing with friends, and this was Coachella. We were getting on the shuttle. They barely let my friend on the shuttle. She was very drunk. They were not going to let her on. She was puking in the toilet, and you can imagine what was coming out of that toilet.
Lucky you. Sleep on that. Let's say hi.
Overflowing Coachella toilet is pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. Trevor on KROQ. The places you've slept. Everyone's got a story, usually something you're not too proud of. What's up?
Morning. So I was at a music festival on the East Coast, and I met a nice girl, came back, went back to her tent, and the campsite was completely flooded, and her air mattress was floating, and it turned out to be fun. It was a good night.
It's funny because that's the one benefit of the air mattress is that when the flooding starts, the air mattress becomes a sweet boat.
Yeah, that's great. I didn't realize that in that situation, a mattress or an air mattress is going to be your best bet. And he's like, yeah, it was great.
Rocio on KROQ. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. So due to unfortunate situations right now, me, my husband, and a preteen and a almost 10-year-old are living in our kitchen.
Why?
Living and sleeping in the kitchen?
Yeah, because so we bought the house. We had a big, giant room in the back. It was an ADU. Turned out to be illegal. Our neighbors called the city and had to spend all this money and breaking it all down. So we're all hunkering down in the kitchen right now.
It's a terrible sleeping
Klein,
situation.
I feel like that's the best case scenario for you.
For me, I'd love it. It'd be dangerous. I would be 900 pounds. I'd be Jake's size if I slept in the kitchen.
I think Jake does sleep in his kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
It's all one big kitchen.
Jake,
that's how we got this far.
Seriously, Jake, you were not this fat when you used to have to take a few steps to the fridge, but now you just move your arm off the side of the bed. You're in the fridge, dude.
I have like a little pole.
Douglas on...
You do not have a pole,
He's got a snacking pole.
Yeah, I got a snacking pole.
Of course he does. What's up, Douglas on KROQ? Good morning. Going once. Going twice.
Come on now.
I'm still here.
Go ahead.
Still here.
What's up, Douglas?
My bad.
What do you got for us?
I was in a full Airbnb, and I personally felt like the safest place to sleep that night was in a dead pine tree in Julian.
So you slept inside of a hollowed-out tree?
I slept inside of a hollowed-out tree standing, and I woke up the next morning covered in a bunch of spider bites.
How do you sleep standing up? That's insane.
Under the influence.
But let me ask you this. Why did you think that was a better move than the Airbnb? The Airbnb was creepy or the Airbnb was full?
Well, it was full. The bed was taken. The couches were taken. The kitchen was taken. I was on my own. And so I just had to go survival mode. And I channeled my Bear Grylls and I went and slept in it.
Yeah, well, at the time, you say that, and everyone else wants you out of the house, too, because they want room for themselves. So they go, that'd be so funny. You should do that. No one tells you that's a terrible idea.
Well, and when you get an Airbnb, I've gotten some with friends that there's clearly not enough beds, and then you divvy them up when you get there. Like, okay, I'll sleep on the couch. Yeah, I'm fine sleeping in the kitchen. And then the one guy's like, I guess I'll take pine tree.
Hey, Brian, we're asking people where they slept, strange places, because realistically, you get to Coachella, win these tickets from us right now. You may have to sleep in a strange place. Not your first choice. What's up?
Hi, I had a flight in Italy, and it was early in the morning, so I stayed in one of those, like, closet pods at the airport for $20.
Oh, the nap pods.
Yeah.
How are those
I know,
things?
there's an alarm going off every like 2 minutes the whole night.
That sounds terrible.
And then my flight got canceled in the morning. So I didn't need to be
that's
there.
a terrible situation right there.
Why would someone's alarm be going off?
I would imagine just constantly, everyone's got a flight to catch constantly, so you're just around. I don't think it's like soundproof pods right there.
Wow.
Natalie, give me the final word. We got to pick a winner and give away these Coachella tickets. What's up?
Hi.
What's
my
up?
story is my story. I have me and my cousins. It was a few years back. We were taking a huge family trip to Arizona, and then we thought we all would get a cousin's room to sleep in, but all the parents, they stuck us in the closet while they got the nice king and queen beds. We all had to sleep in the closet. We were all on top of each other.
Sometimes you think you do the math wrong when you think you get an Airbnb and you count the rooms wrong, and then you realize.
Or sometimes it's advertised differently.
Right. You go, that picture looked like a room on the website, but in person it's a closet of a room. Yeah.
But you know what? Cousin's closet. Sounds good to me.
Allie likes that. All right, we got to go through this. A lot of stories here. A lot more that couldn't make it through. Going to give away these Coachella tickets and wrap up the show after Blink on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. We're having a heated argument over who slept in the most interesting place, and Erin really wanted to get her story on the air. So go ahead, Erin. What's up?
Hi. Oh, my God. I can't believe I got through. I slept in a walk-in fridge of a closed-down diner.
Dude, was it cold in there?
Actually, surprisingly, it wasn't just cold storage. It was actually super insulated and surprisingly warm with all of its inside there.
Think about that for Jake. The snacks are literally right there.
Oh, he doesn't even need a snack and pole.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, since you have flexibility in where you sleep, you may need that skill. We're going to send you to Coachella. You got 2 tickets. Congratulations.
I won.
You win.
Oh, my God.
Wake up!
I want to hear from this landscaper that slept in a freshly dug grave during a break. I wish we could have had more time for these calls. No, that's not true. We don't always give away tickets to the last person we talked to. Yes, our short-term memory is fried. Thanks a lot, weed. But that is not necessarily the case. We have heated back and forth that happen here behind the scenes. You can watch on YouTube and see what happens. We fight each other, pull hair, pinch nipples, all just to try to figure out who has the best story or which story we believe the most. And anyway, so congratulations, Erin. Apparently she was crying off the air. She was so excited to win the Coachella tickets because she slept in a walk-in freezer. All right, takeaways from today's show, and then we get out of here. If you want more Coachella tickets, here's the good news for you. Another pair happening this afternoon on KROQ at 5 p.m. Normally, I would not suggest listening, but in this particular case, I would, because you got to get these Coachella tickets before they're gone. And just by listening to KROQ this afternoon, you could end up with some Coachella tickets. And ain't that worth it?
Yeah, it is. It's a great ticket.
All right.
925, my takeaway is Klein's wife is muerta.
My
R.I.P.
wife is muerta. You got to make sure you take that proper babble, or else you say the wrong things when you go on vacation.
8909, my takeaway is thank you, Mary. 951, my takeaway is the plaque at the base of the Statue of Liberty says, bring us your weirdos.
That's what this show says. If you're weird or don't have anyone else that gets you, you've come to the right place each and every morning.
562, my takeaway is Winnie the Pooh. And 424, my takeaway is Klein Alley Show, making me not happy.
Yeah, that's some wild stuff you're dealing with at your house. Goddamn, that is...
You think it's chaos at your house?
Terrible. I'll take my house.
I'm matching you now.
I'll take my house any day of the week over a tap dancing woman. You better believe it. You got a takeaway, Jake the nerd?
Yeah, you know it's a good prank when they're devastated.
It's always a good prank. When they are devastated at the end, you can tell your pranking skills were... That's the worst part about today, is everyone's got to kind of go through the day with their head on a swivel.
Yes, I hate it.
Because you just never really know. It's like boss is like, hey, everyone's getting a raise. You're like, are we though? Oh, no, that's a joke?
No.
Oh, sweet. Well, we did get bagels. All right, we'll go with that. No, we don't have those either? Oh, damn. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is Omar is the William Wallace of sea lions. Freedom!
Freedom. He's got them all. Ever since he made that noise on the show, the sea lions have been attacking, so watch out. Omar had to jump off early, so we don't have a takeaway from Omar today, but we'll do it tomorrow and try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, the GOAT line is open for you now, 844-956-GOAT. Check out the podcast. If you missed Annoymous with Vanessa, you missed the surprise call we got from Ryan Seacrest. Shocking information there, and we will take ourselves a break for the next 20 hours or potentially the next few months. Who knows? We'll see you tomorrow, we think. Bye.
World Famous KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
Hey, I'm a tampon.